because I will peel your fucking banana.
Why do I get a feeling peeling bananas is your favourite hobby?
Wait, I forgot the no homo clause.
Oh no, don't hate homos, hate homosexuality and anal sex. It doesn't matter. It's the anal sex that's the dirty bit. Whether it's man and woman, man and man, woman and woman, fucking, we've got plastic products nowadays, you know? It's the anal bit that's fucking debaucherous. It's an exit hole, one way only. No entry sign. Why? Because it's dirty, breeds diseases, and ends up killing people.
The last chick that I fucked in the ass, she had a sign on her.
Fucking end, wouldn't it? It'd soon end if
it said dead end. The sign on her ass said dead end. Prolific.
So, John, you're scared of the pussy and the fucking the arsehole?
You scared of using your own voice, Scotty Hogan, from the council in Glasgow that does taxi inspections?
Oh, you just doxed me.
Oh, I didn't
just doxed me.
Did I? I just suggested something, our kid.
Come on, John, that's not very nice.
Oh, well, you know, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
We're getting closer, mate. We're getting closer.
Closer to more.
Fucking dick without a mirror and a torch.
What the fuck closer are we getting to?
John knows.
Okay.
John. Hey, John.
Only he knows.
John. Think John and John. Not John.
Is that like something out of fucking...
John, I notice you always do a wee giggle at the end of one of your so-called shitty jokes, man.
Sometimes I feel as if
I think it's a little bad habit you've got.
I feel like I'm in Nottingham.
No, mate, I say shit to you and myself. I'm not here to fucking entertain you.
Am I in Nottingham Forest or something with Little John and fucking...
Robin Hood
and Peter Pan and fucking Cinderella.
We're more Dick Turpin round our way. A bit more Dick Turpin.
Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah.
Keep thinking that. Keep telling yourself that.
See, this is the thing, isn't it? Once you've got a little bit of imagination, people that have got no imagination think you're better than them, and you're not. You just... but what it is, all you've done is people like me come along to try and share our visions and stuff, and then we get attacked, and then because we defend ourselves, we're then the aggressor. That's how it works. They play this little game. They'll punch you in the face, and when they break their knuckle on your nose, then they plead, "Oh, you fucking broke my fist when I punched you in the face. It's your fault. It's your fault." That's how you act, isn't it? What the fuck have I ever done? What the fuck have I ever done? You're all gunning for, well, not all of you, but your little motley crew, your little Dick Dastardlies, with it fucking catch the pigeon. Catch the pigeon! Catch the pigeon! You fucking morons. And because I've got your...
Calm down.
Read you like a book. Right,
no, you're making a fool. You're making a fool of yourself, man.
Offensive.
John, calm down.
You're looking for the angle.
You went from 0 to 60 in fucking 1 minute. Just
let you dictate the pace.
Take it down a notch and just chill out.
What he means is let me dictate the pace because we can't control you if we let you just talk.
Okay, I'll let you ramble on. On you go.
No, that's
ramble on. That is what you're a pro at, so on you go.
No, I'm giving you your space. I was just finishing off. Say what you... I'm not like you. I'll let you say what you want to say, so say it.
I wasn't saying, I was listening to you.
I wasn't on the council.
No, you were projecting that somehow I'm the villain for noticing that you lot are an abusive bunch of cunts.
Where did I say you were the villain? When did I say that? When did that come out of my mouth?
Well, we got Bulldog in the side chat. I mean, let's all be honest.
Well, I'm on my phone. I can't see the side chat.
Viewers. I mean, all the viewers need to know there's a little group of you that like to go around, find a victim, let's all unite. The only thing you have uniting for is your victims.
Do you realize how stupid you sound right now?
No, do you know how observative I sound? Like, I've seen this shit happen.
Observative, okay. If that's the adjective you'd like to use, that's fine. But
it's a simple observation. You know, if I see the sun rise every morning, then I can say the sun rises in the morning and it sets at night. Yeah. Well, that's as predictable as these punts are. It's not prophecy. I'm not being clever about it. Anyone that knows these...
No, you're prophesizing right now.
Right, I can list you the victims. I can list you the victims, and they like to saddle up to them.
You're
like
totally prophesizing right now. And
it's a prediction based on observation. It's very simple. Like I say, you haven't got imagination.
It's not that simple.
I already said you ain't got imagination. It seems like you haven't even got observatory.
Okay, I can imagine there's a God. Okay.
No, I'm talking gods. I'm talking observing behaviour by people like Fizz, Bulldog, the Motley Crew.
You really have got to learn how to converse with people. Right.
And
you do ramble on and you talk over people. You do it all the time.
What you'll find is because they're so deceptive, they hate people that notice their deception, right? And that's why they'll then...
I would say you're the biggest deceptor in this room.
Oh no shit, Sherlock. Look, see my name, Phantom Prophet, like
Prophet. The way you treat, you know the way you treat people.
Oh, so how do I treat people? Like, where's this going?
You don't like making into that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't give a shit. But we all know who you're on about. Well, me.
Yeah, well, don't make out you're this nice.
No. See, this is how you're trying to make me. You're raising the issue. What I'm saying, go on, bring it, and you're trying to say.
No, but you're saying this little group that like to find victims, whatever. Well, at the end of the day, you're not a very nice guy, and that's the truth. And other people, more and more people are calling you out in it. I've been watching Hangouts.
That's easy to say. Now, how? Why?
I've been watching Hangouts, John, and a lot of people are starting to call you out, man.
You mean a lot of people are starting to believe the bullshit that certain people are spreading?
I'll
tell you something. The bullshit that you're spreading is going nowhere.
What bullshit am I spreading then?
People
that believe in God. That's all I'm saying.
The shit that you're spewing out of your fucking pie hole, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. All right? You ain't convincing nobody.
Let the man finish, John. Let him finish.
Specific backup. Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got to gag ourselves, sit in the chair and take the abuse.
Oh yeah, you've got to take courtesy.
That would be nice.
I forgot that rule.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It's common courtesy.
Oh yeah, it's common courtesy to not punch them back when they're hitting you in the face.
Well, you can do that after he spoke. There you go, laughing again.
Listen to some good vibes, right? You lot can rant about me all you like, because I know you got fuck all to do. So I'll be back in about 11 minutes.
Okay, we'll count the minutes.
He's going to run away.
Let me put the time clock on so I can make sure.
You say 11 minutes? Yeah, put the time clock on.
Exactly 11.
He's doing a GTA heist.
What a fucktard. He can talk out his fucking schnoz all he wants, but you know what? He ain't convincing me. So you might as well bark up another tree. I don't know.
Well, I think he's a pro shit talker, without a doubt.
Well, I told him to take his prophecy elsewhere. I mean, I don't know where you could go with that, but
I think he's going to top up on his fucking medication, to tell you the truth.
It could be possible.
Well, what else could fuel him? Where else could the fuel come from? It has to come from his meds.
I don't know, man.
or does it come from that invisible God that he talks about so much?
Right. Yeah.
Can't prove.
That's probably more like it.
Where do we come from? Well,
he tries to act all righteous about how Tom Arthur's. he tries to act all righteous about how Tom Arthur's getting bullied, but Phantom earlier on in the Hangout had a cartoon up with Sydney and Tom Arthur. So he has been as guilty as anyone. Not that we're guilty, we're just calling out Tom Arthur because he is what he is as well. These people have to be called out, and I'm fucking calling them out.
I'll second that.
So call me out then. Be specific. Go on then.
You said fucking 11 minutes. 11 minutes is not up. Now fucking wait for it till 11 minutes is up.
I told you, you know fine well what. Do you want me to talk about it? Have I got your permission to talk about it?
Do we need third party permission?
Right, oh, well, what I'll do is I'll not mention any names. How's that?
Yeah, go on, far away.
Right, okay. Now, I think you're a scumbag. The reason why I think you're a scumbag is because you sniff about women in hangouts, you then get the women falling for you, or you talk about bullshit. No, let me finish then, you can reply.
Okay,
so,
right. Someone might know.
You live
point of contention.
Let me finish.
Let me finish painting.
You got this. So you were talking to this. You were talking to this woman. She travelled in a train 300 plus miles to meet you. What did you do? You said, hold on. There you go again.
Well, so far, from 4 words into your sentence, it's all bullshit. But
right, well, you
carry on. Yeah, carry on.
Like I say, you can reply at the end. How many miles it was from fucking there to there? It was a fair old journey. So you sat and hold on a second. You sat in KFC, watched the women turn up.
No, again, bullshit. Point of
right,
contention.
like I said, you're not letting me finish. So anyway, not that you only do it once, you done it twice, and when the second time when the lady came down and she was fucking upset because you never met her, what did you do as a scumbag? You went and phoned her sister. That's a scumbag move.
Oh, he's a fucking scumbag.
Right, now can I correct the bullshit? First off, the lady in question said she was coming, and I said I didn't want to meet, I wouldn't meet or anything, right? But she still came. Second point of contention in your little bullshit story, I didn't wait anywhere for anything, and I didn't stalk anyone from a KFC or anything. I just happened to, the closest I got, as you asked me, prying for info, as you normally do, you asked me how close did I get, and the closest was a KFC. Well, if you knew where it was, the KFC is nowhere near the fucking place, right? Okay. Third point of contention, I did not fucking phone said lady's sister for no reason, but because a lot of drink had been involved, and she wouldn't say no for an answer, so I had no alternative. It was the cops or a sister, and I thought, I don't want to get the cops involved. I hate the cops. But if someone's threatening to do something that they might not want to do the next day when they're sober up, then I've got a duty of care to sort of try and help that person. You've got a duty of care where you could have, I've said to you before, you could have blocked it. And when I said, when I asked you about the G+, you turned around and said it only makes her worse. That's why you didn't block the G+. What, being nice, like, encourage it. Well, sorry for being nice, right? But go back to the first point you raised.
Are you guys done with
I made it very clear. Oh, yes, we hate things that aren't convenient.
This female drama has gone a little too far, by the way.
Yeah, well, we're coming out with bullshit. We hate things.
I know. Female drama.
We hate facts that get in the way of things, you know, because we
I get it that you guys want to fucking go mano a mano, but fucking Jesus fucking Christ, it's getting old.
Yeah, I proved my point. We don't need to fucking...
You haven't proved fuck all that. All three points you raised were irrelevant. And not to mention, none of your fucking business, but that's never...
But why did you fucking tell me then?
Well, wasn't it because... I want to listen to you.
Because I forced you, I forgot.
See, they'll ask you a question, but they don't want to listen to the answer.
I forced you, that's a bit like you, is it not?
No, you insinuated that I'd led her on like you've just done now, which I didn't. And that's how I gave you the information. You were trying to paint that I was leading people on when I wasn't. And I explained how and why I was not leading people on. It's very simple. But as per usual, you've got fuck all going on.
Why didn't you block her? Why didn't you block her in G+? Answer the question. Why didn't you block her in G+?
I wasn't friends with her. I'd never met her on G+.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Why did I block her on Facebook?
Why didn't you block her? Why didn't you block her Google account?
Why did I block her on Facebook? I blocked her on Facebook and carried on with my life, and then she appeared on G+. And she calmed down. And she, no, guys, you want to know because she got
sounds like
lives, and I'll tell you.
It sounds like to me like she's a stalker. No, it sounds like she's a stalker. Apparently,
well, that's what he's making out.
Yeah, stalkers are always telling women that they don't want to meet them. Dickhead.
Well, you gave her a reason to be a stalker. I mean, stalkers don't just evolve.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree. I'll second that.
Yeah, and abusers don't always ask kids to get the dick out.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
no, we're talking about what suits us because we're trying to form a malformed.
It's your trial tonight, not anybody else's. John, it's
stop
your trial.
The argument.
It's your trial tonight, not anybody else's.
You fucking dickheads. No. Look,
you don't like the truth, do you? He can't handle the truth.
Shots. You don't call the shots. You might fool fucking drunken idiots like Steve, but you don't fool people like me, and that's what really winds you up with me.
Yeah, I was doing the name calling. Yeah,
I can see through you, and you fucking hate it. You hate
so
it.
Says the man made of glass.
Yeah, when you live in glass houses, you know what they say. Do not throw rocks.
Oh, I'll throw the biggest boulders. I don't live in the glass house.
Or stones.
Keep the rocks coming. Every single one of your rocks has bounced off so far, so I guess I'm doing okay. So,
that's because you got a fucking rock head.
Well, you think of that all on your own.
He's so paranoid that somebody's going to come and kill him, so he's got bulletproof glass. Because if it was me...
See, guys, when truth fails you, make shit up. When truth fails you, make shit up.
Yeah, so says the bullshitter.
Oh, you're a gherkin. Want a gherkin on your McDonald's fucking Big Mac?
How's that? How's that?
Got a gherkin. Get the gherkins out. Get the gherkins out.
How's that video going?
I'm funny. I'll make people laugh.
How's that video going that you sent to the school?
I'll make people laugh. And
how's that video going? Again, you just talk over people.
How's that
I'm talking over people talking over me, do I? Sorry, I fucking know you pro forma, you know. So,
by the way,
you're thinking it every fucking angle you come at me from. I've got it blocked.
No, you haven't. That's in your own mind, sunshine. Trust me.
Oh yeah, sunshine. We'll see. Taxi rank.
You're a scumbag, and everybody knows it.
No, you don't like
and
me.
And I'm calling you out for it. You're guilty, man.
No.
You're a scumbag.
Let's be honest.
You're a bench sitter and you're a sniffer.
Let's be honest.
Sniffer.
You hate the fact I've got
you. You are a hangout sniffer.
I've got you, mugs.
Are you denying that accusation I'm making?
That's
you are a hangout sniffer.
Who's the one pulling the strings?
Sniffer, you say?
He likes to go about hangouts sniffing the fucking new women that are in the hangouts.
No, what he means is I get on with people of the opposite.
Oh, you know what I mean, man.
Unlike him, I can actually have conversations with women that don't involve my penis. And it winds him the fuck up. Because he couldn't get laid in a fucking brothel.
Oh, the guy that shit it to meet a woman twice, you're a fucking idiot.
Quite frankly, I didn't even realize.
Right, let's answer the question honestly, John.
No, wait, I would have never guessed him.
The two times, why did you not meet her? Why did your bottle crash? Just be honest.
I would have never guessed him.
Right, I'm going to be honest.
Even have a penis.
Shut himself up for 5 minutes. Steve, learn to know when you're involved and when it's got fuck all to do with you. Right?
No,
you're not
talking about
question, Fizz.
Before it goes too far, I wanted to say that I didn't realize.
Steve, shut the fuck up a minute.
Next time, mate, I'm going to ignore you, which will fucking mute you completely, and I won't.
All right, that's fine. Do that.
Right. See ya.
I want this question answered.
Right. This question is a malformed
Anyway,
question, because I
you
did
have to have
not
a penis in
fail
order
to meet
to
her
fucking
twice. I told her
do what you
twice that
wanna
I
do.
would not meet her before she even came. End of story. That is where your whole bullshit fucking scenario fails.
So in essence, you're calling her a stalker.
Listen, sunshine. You're big with the questions, but you're not very good at listening to the fucking answers, because you keep repeating yourself what moron you are, right?
Oh man.
It was made very clear I didn't want to meet her, weren't interested, blah blah blah. Right?
So she's a psycho.
No, she's
Or a
not.
bunny boiler.
She thought she might change my mind, or I might change my mind. So she thought.
So she's delusional.
Hold on. First time, she'd already booked it before she told me she was coming. So she came anyway, because why waste the money? So no, she's not a psycho. Second time, we were getting along again, and she thought I might change my mind, and it was again a no, but it wasn't as bad as the first time, and that was it. She was coming there for a holiday anyway. Whether she sort of said, I was 90% sure you wouldn't meet me, but I wanted to come again because she enjoyed it the first time. So no one's a psycho, no one's a stalker, and I'm not leading her on. And let's not forget, it's none of your fucking business anyway. So if you and that person haven't got a problem,
why came and cried on my shoulder?
No, I've got a
question. Why did you come and cry on my shoulder?
Now, I've got a question for you, right? Considering me and the person involved have not got a problem with each other, what the fuck's it got to do with you? And why are you trying to create drama where it's fucking to do with you? Now,
I'm just curious, because you told me and I've got an opinion on it.
Yeah,
and it made me form an opinion of you. I thought you were an okay guy.
Nothing to do with the fact that I've caught you and called you out for being a bully and abusive wanker. I know where you work. I could dox you within 2 minutes and get you the sack. But I'm not the same sort of arsehole as you, am I? I'm not that sort of arsehole, am I?
That's just that you don't know where I work, sunshine.
I do know where you work, and I know your real name, and it's not not what was it, Scott Hogan? It's Hargreaves. No, sorry. That's your boss. That's your boss of the department. Sorry. Got the names mixed up there.
Hargreaves?
No, it is. I can't remember it at the minute. But I found it, and mate, yeah, but I'm not your sort of arsehole, am I? If you were me, you'd have doxed yourself by now, fucking weeks ago.
But for somebody that's a taxi inspector, I don't seem to do a lot of driving when I'm working there.
Well, taxi inspectors don't drive, dickhead.
Of course they do. Taxi enforcement officers are proactively out in Glasgow every night.
They sit at a taxi rank all night long with a fucking tyre treadmark pressure gauge.
No.
Yeah.
That's not what it's about. It's about plying for trade, numerous things. It's not about just fucking the trendy attire. Come on, John.
You know you dox yourself in fucking 20 minutes of knowing. And that's what you hate about me again. That's another reason you hate me, because I don't play your games. I could fucking dox you, get you the sack, but what
I've just told you to do it.
You're a no one with nothing going on in your life.
I work for Glasgow City Council, taxi enforcement.
To make your own life feel worth living. You got fuck all. What you got in your life then, kid? Come on. And I've told you about me being sectioned and stuff like that, and my art and this, that, and the other. Come on, give us a little bit of yourself then. You do what I do, brave man. Fizz is on the fucking, what is it? What was it when that bloke used to bring that?
On the mic,
story of your
on
life.
the stage.
This is your life, Fizz. This is your life, your little red book. Come on, tell us, Fizz boy. What was it? Crack pipe till you was 18, then sucking some mason's cock to get a job on the council till you were 21.
But and now you get to
pet people off the road. Oh, the tire treads are a little bit low. Let's fucking get in the sack. And
like I said before, you talk over everybody. You're one of the bullied kids who got
the power. One of the bullied kids.
I'll put this to you. If your young niece was in a taxi, was in a crash, and the tyres were bald, and I hadn't done my job, I'm pretty sure you would come and fucking cry to me, Phantom. Oh, sorry, John. You get fried the other night in a hangout with Anime came in, you couldn't leave the hangout quick enough. You're a bullshitter and people are calling you out for it.
Look, right, I'll leave a hangout because MMA keeps muting me. Oh,
You're the exact same. You talk over people and you don't answer the
because
question.
I don't sit in there letting him mute me, then I'm a coward. No,
he wasn't muting you.
It's like,
he wasn't muting you.
Proven there. Nothing to be proven there. The guy's a dickhead.
He wasn't muting you.
The only way he wins an argument is by talking over people and muting them. He muted me 4 times. He asked me a question, dickhead. Listen again. You can't listen, can you? Because there might be an answer.
No, because it's like you. Nobody can be bothered with you anymore. You're bored.
You've got a delusion. You've got a delusion, and you don't want to listen to the answer because it will crash your delusion. Like the delusion with me and said person. You've got this delusion. I led them on.
Not the phantoms were coming for me. You told me that 12 months ago.
I'm a panty sniffer, blah, blah, blah. I'm a panty sniffer, all this crap. But then when it comes to the facts, you're full of shit. You're just full of shit. That's
you're a panty sniffer.
And you hate someone that knows you're full of shit. And that's why you're all trying. If anyone's a panty sniffer, look at you guys around Holly. It's like, oh, because I spoke to her once in one hangout and we shared a God concept and a knowledge of conspiracy theories, I'm a panty sniffer. And yet who's the one that's been feeding the bullshit about me? I've seen the comments in the side chat. It's fucking obvious you lot have been trying to fill her head with poison. And let's be honest. I can imagine it's not hard. And yeah, people will buy it. And what you hate is when I know what you're doing and I don't fall for it. And I'll tell people not to fall for it. And you hate it because it renders you powerless. You're like a bunch of monkeys sucking on your own fucking cocks, still trying to work out how to peel a banana.
In the meantime, I got to bail. Good listening to you guys. Good engaging here. Amy, Bulldog, thanks for the help last year during the painting. You helped me out a year ago. And Phantom, always a pleasure. Whoever Henry is, whatever, and Sydney, thanks for over now.
See you later. Oh, this is the best spaghetti bolognese I've ever had. That look nice.
Anyone want to ask me anything? No. I didn't think so.
What was that? Sorry, Amy. What did you say?
I just said, do they want to ask me anything? Seeing they're throwing around accusations constant.
Yeah. Exactly. He's got fuck all going on in his own life, so he has to poke his nose into other people's, create drama.
Bearing in mind you told me everything, but what I will say is you threw that woman under the bus again tonight. Do you know why? Because see, if you were a real man, you would have turned around and said, you know what, I led her on, blah, blah, blah. You would have took a bullet for her. But the way you've acted again tonight just shows yet again you're a fucking scumbag.
Oh, so
story. There's no denying it.
Your bullshit
There's no denying
I'm
it.
a coward. So because I've got the record straight, now you're having a hissy.
There's no denying it.
This is your
psychology.
This is your fucking. In fact, I'd say
you're a scumbag.
You can keep repeating it. It doesn't make it any more.
Because you've tried to blame everything on the woman as if you're blameless. You're
I'm
a
not
scumbag.
blaming everything on anyone, but you do.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming me. I'm blaming you for creating drama where there is none.
You're a scumbag.
See, who's talking over who now?
Me, because I'm giving you a taste of your own medicine.
No, you continue in your behaviour, dickhead.
You're the kind of guy
you always do. You talk over time when he's justified. You're a sad little
bastard.
You're a sad little bastard.
You're a scumbag.
You're a sad little bastard.
So mad and
see, this is your childish mate. Let's keep repeating insults without quantifying them.
Because
you know, you got nothing. You got
nothing. Everything with you because that's what you do all the time. You're
You've got
you're a scumbag.
Nothing in your life.
I've proved you're a scumbag. There's nothing else to prove.
Oh, yeah.
John, you're a scumbag. Oh, wait for a cigarette. You're a scumbag.
You've never had the chance to fucking not meet someone.
Well, wait for a cigarette, John. You're a scumbag.
How? Dickhead? How? So far, your reasons for thinking I'm a scumbag are based on your own fucking delusions. So where's this come from then? You see, you might be able to repeat this shit with other people and they might believe you. But anyone that knows me knows better. And it's as simple as that. And in your opinion, be honest, pal, don't count for fuck all. Only amongst the little fucking dickheads that hang around with you. And they all don't believe you either. You all sort of huddle together around these lies you create. Whether it's me, Tom R, Rob Beasley, whatever it is, whoever the victim is of the day, you all just create this bullshit out of nothing. And you all, it's like Beavis and Butthead laughing over it. It's your private little joke. It makes you all feel closer together. And at the end of the day, it's all crap. It's all crap. Look at yourself, kid. You're a grown adult or what? You need to get yourself a wife, get some kids, sort your dental health hygiene out. Because you look like you've been fucking smoking a crack pipe since 18. You know? You might want to fucking visit a dentist. Don't know what they're like in Glasgow. It seems to be a theme. You know what I mean?
Actually,
at least my insults are based on fucking truth.
Scottish dental health is the best in the world.
Well, maybe they need more fluoride in the water.
Seriously. No, they don't. But saying that, you also said, what was it, about Rob Beasley. Rob Beasley is
I don't even care anymore, Amy.
Honestly,
really.
Rob Beasley, you think...
I just hope you all enjoy doing what you do, but the fact that you hate
I
me...
don't enjoy doing anything, Phantom.
You've obviously been going around talking about trying to justify, make yourself look better at my expense, and he talks it, or whatever. When it was all made clear, from day one, not interested.
I don't even want to speak about it on...
Well, yeah, because it doesn't conform with the bullshit you've been telling them, and then
I haven't told anybody fuck off. You're the one who told them.
And now he's wanking off. Now he's wanking off because we're both arguing.
Hold on a minute. I never told anybody a single fucking word about anything that happened between us, and you can ask them. Not one word. Ask Bulldog. Ask him. I've never mentioned anything at all, ever.
Yeah.
Not one word. I even said to you earlier in the chat, don't tell them anything, be quiet.
Yeah, why is that, Amy, when you're hanging around with them fucking day in, day out? Why I'm the one they've got to be careful of. Why will that ruin your little...
Hanging around because I can handle people like them. Do you know something, right?
You can't handle shit, Amy. I've told you they're snooping.
You're telling me I can't hang around with
How does Scott know that my name's John? How does Scott know that my name's John, Amy? Didn't come from me.
Look back to the hangout we had a
few fucking moron. You're a hypocrite. You're all well suited, to be honest, because you're all fucking retards. You haven't got the vision to see past your own nose
Is this what atheists?
Frank, shut the fuck up, mate. Seriously,
bro, hold on, man. Who do you think you're speaking to? Calm down. Okay,
I have no
let's have a little class.
In the middle of a rant, right? Don't interrupt a man in a rant, right? Because you're likely to get a bit of backlash.
But take a breath. Take a breath. You know what I mean? Talk to me about
you got cunts like fucking.
Talk to me about evolution. Okay, I'm curious about evolution.
I think this should be taken off private. I don't think it should be spoken about here right now.
I mean,
yes. Are you guys in a relationship? It sounds like you guys are fucking or something. Did something go wrong? What was going on?
Long story.
I don't think we should be speaking about it here. And I don't think we should be falling out over it either.
He
said, they said, we don't know. I never said anything, Phantom. No, one word. You were the one that came off. Listen, hold on a minute, right? Don't interrupt me. You are the one that told people about it, not me. I never said a word about anything to anybody.
No. Amy, it's very simple.
You told people, not me.
Why did I? Right, I had someone come at me out of the blue. Why am I leading you on? Why did you come to visit me and me stand you?
I never had anybody say that. You told them. I didn't ever tell anybody anything. I'm not the kind of person that tells people stuff. Personal.
Yeah, I'm coming. Right, if you're crying, I'm going for Fizz. Fizz, you're out of a job within 28 days. 28 days, mate. You got to find a new job. Right, shit's just got serious. You're making Amy cry. You've pissed Tom off. You cunts have put Robbie. Enough's enough now. That's it. Ting ting. The bell just rang. The bell just rang, Fizzy boy. You got 28 days to get yourself a new job.
Hey, Phantom, you got a career in radio.
Let's see how much. Let's see how much Fizz is for. I work for myself, mate. No one's my boss. Fizz has got 28 days.
You work for yourself.
Job.
You work for yourself?
Shit just got real quick.
What do you do, Phantom?
None of your business, mate. My business is called my business, which means...
Well, it is my business, because if you believe in evolution, then you believe only the strong survive. And I'm a lot stronger than you. And in order for you to survive, you need to answer the questions. I only ask questions once. Then I take...
Right. Hold on with your questions, please.
Right,
do you believe in evolution? I thought this was a forum about evolution.
Hold on a minute, Frank, right? I want to speak.
Threats don't bother me at all.
Phantom.
There's your answer, Frank.
Do you seriously wonder, right, why I have turned into a bitch on Google Plus and these Hangouts? For the simple reason I have got to protect myself against fucking arseholes, wankers, and people that can degrade me and talk about my tits, ass, and fanny, right? And all
maybe not going into
you love every bit of it
might help you, cause.
I'm talking about going into like a Sydney hangout where I don't even expect that to happen, and Holly's had it tonight.
Oh, come on, Amy. If you come into a Sid hangout without expecting it to be mirrored to at least two places.
I know, that's true, by the way. But I'm saying right now, hold on, listen, please. It doesn't matter if it's a Sydney hangout. Any hangout, I've got to protect myself, right? And I've found that. And you can ask Holly the same thing.
You finally came around to listening to what I've been telling you for ages.
Rose Batten knows for a fact she's got to protect herself as well. That's why she's a fucking bitch and a half as well. And you think, oh, Amy's a bitch, but Rose isn't a bitch for protecting herself. And Holly's not a bitch for protecting herself, but Amy is. This is how you think.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
You know me so well that...
What do you think? Do you think I'm a bitch for protecting myself?
Not at all.
I'm not saying you're a bitch.
Well, I am, but you don't like me being like this.
I'm not really judging you, Amy. I'm judging them. You're just thinking of yourself.
Can I ask you a question?
You just everything I say to them, you're thinking of how it affects you. And
no,
that's why you're so short-sighted. You can't see the bigger game plan, Amy.
Can I ask you a question?
Your friends?
The bigger game plan.
Right, Amy, what makes you so special that they won't turn on you like they've turned on Tom Arta, Bop a lot? They've turned on each other every... Oh, don't listen.
Turn on me in 2 minutes, right?
I think you're done.
Yes, I do, because they've told me personally that they didn't like me in the beginning because I was too mouthy.
But they like you now that they think you.
And
all of a sudden, Amy, this is the bit you're not getting, lovey dove. Right? All of a sudden, see what these not idiots do, right? They constantly talk over people who are about to explain their whole worldview away. The whole view is going to disappear if they let you speak.
You're just not listening to what I'm trying to tell you, Phantom.
No, because it's bullshit, Amy. I don't listen to bullshit. The minute that one sentence comes out as bullshit, like Fizz did earlier, his first sentence was bullshit. The rest of his bullshit was built on the first bit of bullshit. So it's just bullshit on bullshit on bullshit. No, I'm not going to sit here through 20 minutes of bullshit and then I get to address the first bit of bullshit that blows the whole lot out of the water. Because that's what this is, Amy. It's bullshit. I don't care about them. They don't care about me. You care about yourself, which is what you're defending. You'd throw me under the bus quicker than Tom Arter, Amy. Admit it. Right? I know it. I'm not a fucking idiot. If you slave your ass, you'd throw me under the bus.
You threw me under the bus.
Right, but that's not my point.
Ever. Not once did I throw you under the fucking bus. And you know something? They will have more respect for me than they will for you because they fucking know how to never throw you under the bus. And this is what you cannot grasp.
Bollocks. How do they know my name's John? Amy. Amy. How do they know my name's John?
Bulldog. He will say fucking no. And even fucking... What's his face? Fucking Fizz will say no. And so will Benny. Not once have I threw you under the bus. You threw me under the bus.
Right, have you finished? Have you finished yet? Can I ask a question yet? Right. How do they know my name's John? How do they know my name's John, Amy?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. The minute things weren't going your way, the sad thing is you don't even know my name. But the fact is, it is John, the first bit. It's John, with an H though, not Jon, it's John, right? But the only reason they know that is because you had a little temper tantrum with me, which is another reason I don't trust you, is because the minute you have a falling out with me, you try name dropping me.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. And you know what?
Amy, I was there. You did it.
With me when you told everybody I was going down there twice. You told everybody, oh, Amy came down twice to see me, bloody fucking blah. So that means nothing, but a silly little fucking name drop means everything. How dare you fucking compare that? You've got everybody talking about me.
You're naive. Sorry.
No, you're fucking naive.
They're sniffing around you. They're sniffing around. They're sniffing.
Scorned women and everything like that. So don't
they are sniffing around you like a fly around shit because they think you know.
Around on me.
You have no idea. You're going to get used, abused, and thrown out like the rest of them.
No, I'm not going to get used and abused by any fucker.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. No, I am not. I'm a fucking strong woman. I'm not going to get used, abused by fucking anybody.
Lemmings walk off a cliff. They don't know what they're doing, but they do it anyway.
No, it's never going to happen again. Ever.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you listen more than you fucking talk.
No,
listen.
Else would listen
like when you want to visit people and they don't want to meet you, maybe take the hint.
Oh, maybe if they don't fucking encourage me.
When someone tells you that the people you're currently hanging around with don't give a fuck about you, maybe you'll listen to that. Oh, they make me laugh. They make me laugh. It's so funny.
Right.
They make me laugh.
You, by the way, but maybe they were actually being kind by trying to tell me.
Oh yeah, because Fizz.
I don't know. I'm thinking it. I just don't know.
Yeah, they never fake it. They're not even honest with them. Why do you think they're on the internet, Amy? How old are they? How old are they? They're on the internet every day. that tells me they've got no fucking relationship skills, because no one in real life wants to hang around with them. That's what it tells me. See, Amy? Oh, but I'm a nasty bastard for speaking the truth when I'm attacked. You know, never attack anyone. Go on the internet, just want to chat about God, the God concept. Let's talk about shit, yeah. And then we've got people like Fizz pop their nose into every fucker's business. And rather than stick on my side and say, yeah, Fizz, it's got fuck all to do with you. No, Amy will attack me.
I'm not attacking you, though.
Amy, what are you doing in here? Aren't they having a little hangout now? Having a jerk circle about how me and you are arguing now. That's what they're doing, Amy. That's not the prophet in me. That's prediction again.
All I'm saying
they're sitting there in a little hangout. Sid's broadcasting this hangout into that hangout. Hello, guys. I know. No flies on me, guys. And you're fueling the fire. Yeah, let's attack Phantom. It's all Phantom's fault. Right, me and you had a thing, it didn't work out, end of. That's between me and you. You're fueling the fire with them. Every time you go in and hang out with them.
I'm not fueling any fire. Not at all. That's fucking bullshit.
It's all Phantom's fault.
That is fucking
right, me
bullshit.
And you had a...
No, that is bullshit. I am not fueling any fire whatsoever, and I never have. You're the one that told Tom fucking Arthur all about it. And says, and this is how it's got into this.
Amy, the only reason I ever brought it up with any of them was because they were already insinuating that me and you had got
they never heard anything from me whatsoever. Go and ask fucking thing.
So you say, but sorry, I don't believe you. I do not believe
sorry,
you.
I never told anyone.
I was actually in a hangout with you. Hold on. Oh, Amy, I'm not even wrong. I'm going to save your modesty now. As Fizz says, I'm going to do the right thing, and this ends here and now. This ends right here, right now. I'm not even talking about it anymore. I know exactly what's going on. I'm 40 years of old age. I don't give a fuck about it. They can think what they like. Unlike you, I don't care what dickheads think. You obviously do care. Now you've lost some pride because you came to my town when I told you I weren't in. No, let me tell you what problem is. You feel butthurt. You feel butthurt because you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed. A bunch of dickheads think that you came to meet me and I weren't interested. And somehow that hurts your ego. Maybe you should listen to Rob Beasley about the ego, because if you drop your ego, you'd realise you're being played by them. You're being played by them. I haven't got an ego and it pisses them off. Pisses them off so much, they're willing to use you to get to me.
Come on, everybody's got an ego.
Well, yeah, they have. But my ego don't shine the same way that theirs fucking glimmers.
So mine's is bigger than yours then, and I had it.
Oh, you see. It's competition, isn't it, Amy? It's competition. Who was right, who was wrong.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's none of their business.
This is what you missed.
The fire.
This is what you are missing. I haven't.
No, Amy, this is what you're missing. Fizz came in to attack me, and rather than defend me, you'd rather pile in with Fizz. Well, I hope you, Fizz,
I haven't piled
have a great time together. I honestly do. I don't give a fuck about any of you, including you. Do not give two fucks, Amy. I banned you on Facebook. I only added you on Google Plus because we happen to be going in the same hangouts. I really don't give a fuck. And I told you this before you even came to my town. I was like, no, not interested. You wouldn't listen to me then. You wouldn't believe me then, would you? And you still won't believe me today.
You sort of like justify yourself here now.
No, I'm just trying to justify to you. I don't give a fuck about who's watching.
You did as well, but you would have.
Where's Sid's mirroring it? I'm just saying. Look, I've got nothing to hide, Amy.
Right now, don't do it.
I'm honest, Amy.
No, you're not honest.
Yes, I am. I'm honest to a fault.
Here, right? You went on over 2 years with me. Private message.
What went on? Hold on. Explain went on. What do you mean went on? We chatted on Facebook in text. Never spoke to each other in person.
Right? I'm not even
never spoke to each other in person. We chatted in text. Most of it was political. There was a bit of flirting. Then the minute you said you wanted to meet each other, I was like, no. And then you text me one day saying, I've already booked a train to meet you. And I said,
no. Can you give me that fucking shit? Don't you sit here and tell me that you said no because you're a
Amy, I've got the chat log. If needs must, if you're gonna fuel their bullshit to this degree, rather than just accept, yes, he wasn't interested, I should have took the fucking hint, but I didn't. I booked the train without telling him, and I ended up going anyway. And I shouldn't have landed it on his doorstep. If you can't accept those facts, and you're going to end up making me look a fucking...
Did we ever sex text?
Oh, fuck. I'm a sex pest.
No. Did we sex text?
We flirted in text.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's text, Amy. It's a joke. It's not like we had our pants around our ankles or anything. Amy, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but come on, did you whack off to what was being discussed in the texts? I think
never.
Crucial thing.
See, this is where I'm going to be forced now to embarrass Amy even more by letting on that my mates were even in the room sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How does that embarrass Amy?
Because it makes... Right, I actually, believe it or not, I actually like Amy and I respect her, right? And it is a little bit... Hold on. It's a little bit embarrassing for me to be
talking about this right now. This should be on a private hangout between us, not between...
Well, maybe if you'd have took this approach of it shouldn't be talked about earlier, without that he then thinks he can throw him off. It came out the blue to me, Amy. It was very, very obvious to me. The minute that our relationship was brought up in public, the first thing that came into my head was, who the fuck has Amy been talking about this shit? Because it ain't going to end up pretty.
Hang on a second here, by the way, right?
I got the impression that I was leading by people that shouldn't have even known about our relationship.
And says about our relationship.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah, that was after the fact. That was after the fact that they'd already brought it up. No, that was after the fact. They'd already brought it up, Amy.
No.
Oh, this is doing my head in.
One time did I tell anybody anything about us? So you're wrong. Don't fucking make me out into a liar, because I'm telling you now, I never told anybody.
Stop lying then. Stop fucking lying then. Simple, innit?
I'm not lying.
So it's well, I'm not lying.
Anybody anything? Not one time.
You're lying. You're flying.
Not one time did I tell anybody anything about
Amy, it's as simple as this. No one gives a shit. I haven't got a problem with you. You haven't got a problem with me. If you're going to let dickheads like Fizz, Bulldog, and the bullshit Motley crew cause this sort of trouble to the point you're crying, then you need to wake up to yourself, because it's fuck all to do with me. And if anyone tries blaming me for this shit, I'm going to bring the whole house of cards tumbling down on these fuckers' doors. Because I know more than any of these cunts could imagine. Trust me. Now, Amy, this shit stops here and fucking now. Do you hear me? Stop talking about it. Stop fucking trying to defend yourself to that prick, Fizz, Bulldog, whoever. I don't give a fuck if you want to hang around in hangouts with them. I don't give a fuck what you do either. You can go to fuck with the rest of them. But when people start creating this stress energy in my fucking head, I will fucking explode, and trust me, you don't want to be around me when I explode. And that's not a fucking...
We wouldn't like you when you're angry, is that what you're trying to tell us, Tom?
You what?
We wouldn't like you when you're angry, is that what you're trying to tell us?
That phrase don't even do it justice, mate. Because when I pop, I fucking pop. And I ain't scared of
you like a Pringle?
Well, 28 days is what Fizz has got to get a new job, and that ain't no joke. And in 28 days, if Fizz ain't got a new job, you'll see that it's no joke. And there could very well be a parcel in the post for that prick Bulldog as well. Because when people like Amy are dumb enough, yes, Amy, dumb enough, and naive enough to let these pricks wind you up like this.
By the way, right? I never fucking told anybody anything.
Yes, you've said it. You've said it. We all know. You never told them. I never told them. No one told them, but they seem to know everything.
Well, you are the mouthpiece here, not me.
I never brought it up, Amy. If they attack me and call me a stalker, a pedo, not pedo.
No, you like calling predator.
A knicker sniffer.
Have they actually called you that?
Well, Fizz is socially retarded, and he thinks if you have a conversation with women, then you're sniffing the knickers. He's just a fucking moron. But he knows it winds Amy up because Amy gets jealous and thinks the minute I talk to anyone that I am sniffing the knickers. So she finds it rather amusing. When they're all having their little hangouts together on the buttermost of the jokes, this is the thing. They think I don't know. You don't need to be on Hangouts to know what these predictable pricks are.
What do you think? I actually sit there and talk about you on a fucking Hangout.
No, I think you sit there quiet, pretending they're your friends while they laugh about other people.
No.
Oh, what's all the Holly bullshit? Like Holly, you're all tearing chunks out of Holly 1 minute and then saddling up to her like they're best friends. Just because she don't see the Hangouts, she's not in.
Holly and I have fallen out, Phantom, and she knows that.
Oh, who gives a fuck? Really?
What happened?
Now, hold on. I was the bigger person to apologise to Holly, right? And I have said to Holly, I don't believe your bullshit, but I like you as a person, and you're more than welcome to be a friend of mine, and I'll be one of yours. And Holly and I speak about different things, and I've told her I don't want to hear about your super soldier. So Holly and I go on talking about other things, and that is how we get along now, okay? Gimmick's the same. We've had our differences, but I'm a bigger person to apologise to Gimmick and Holly and be their friend, right? So that is how I am. And then you're going on Bulldog and fucking Fizz and all the rest of it, right? I don't talk about you to anybody. By the way, Bunto, have I spoke about Phantom to you? And you speak to me all the time.
No, you haven't.
Amy, me and you fell out the other day, and within 2 minutes of us falling out in a Hangout, you name dropped me inside chat.
That wasn't the other day, that was weeks ago about fucking...
Well, whatever, that's not the fucking point, is it? The point is, the minute I fall out with you, you're going to use any info you think you have against me, and you've proven it. Proven it time and time again.
Time and time again.
Amy, get it through your head. I'm not fucking interested. You can tell Fizz and that, whatever you like to make you feel better, as if I was leading you on this bullshit, that bullshit. Whatever. I don't care. Right. I'm going to shut the fuck up about it from now on. And I'll take the abuse. I'll take the fucking bullshit if it makes you feel better. But me and you are the only ones that know the fucking truth.
Listen, hold on. Listen.
And it's none of their fucking business. They want to grow the fuck up.
And I've just got to say this right now.
They want to grow the fuck up, get their own fucking life, and worry about their own fucking affairs.
You're the one
You've got how many internet stalkers that could easily get prosecuted under the new troll laws, sticking fucking people's work phone numbers out there? It's very simple, the new trolls laws. If your actions are deemed to be deliberately trying to harass, upset, provoke, torment, blah, 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 another person, they are trolling.
Internet bullying.
Cunts are trolling. Amy, I work in a school, got a sense of morality about me. They hate me. Face it, the only reason they're friending you is to try to get info on me. You claim to have come to my fucking house. No,
I did not ever.
In their eyes, you have info on me. They want it because they hate me. I've caught Bulldog in one anger out asking a 14-year-old to get his dick out live on air. He hates me for that.
You're gonna still drum that.
I'm gonna bring up every fucking valid point I feel fucking valid. Yes.
Are you trying to tell me?
Well, you know it's nonsense. That's what I keep on
Are you trying to tell me that people friend me find stuff about you. I don't think
Did you not notice how no one gave a shit about you until they thought you had info on me, and now you're invited to Hangout?
God, that is a fucking pile of shite.
See, now I sound an arsehole for making you.
By the way, have you had a look at the amount of fucking people that are on my fucking Google Plus? And can you see how many's on yours? Don't even go there.
Yeah, you see, like I try. I don't fucking. I'm not in it for that. I'm not in it. I've noticed you about the views and shit. This is where you all fall under the same umbrella. No, I don't give a fuck.
Any views or any friends, but I have got quite good.
I joined Google Plus about two and a half years ago. I've never fucking. I don't go stalking round groups.
You about Google fucking Plus. You weren't on it. I was already established on it. I can't even believe I'm hearing this fucking shit for you, actually. I'm really actually annoyed at you.
Wait till Fizz gets a load of me, Amy. If you think you're getting the rough end of the stick now, trust me, you're getting the smooth end. Fizz is in for a spanking. That cunt's going down. I'm going to ruin that cunt's life. Trust me.
Well, is it going to come
I can see a couple of phone calls coming into my old fucking Anon fucking Occupy friends.
It's highly shit as well, right?
Get the Gypsy Squad on that.
What, have you not heard Fizz giving me the fucking grief?
Yeah, Amy, this is my point. Me and you shouldn't be arguing. I've got no grief with you whatsoever. Me and you had a mutual flirting thing. Things got a bit serious. You said you wanted to meet me. I said I wasn't interested. You'd already booked the ticket. No one's got anything to be embarrassed about. This is the bit where your ego is getting involved because you think you've got something. Hold on. You think you've got something to defend yourself against, and you haven't. It's Amy. Listen, please. Can't you see that Fizz and that lot are creating a drama that's making you feel uncomfortable to the point where me and you are attacking each other? It's ridiculous, Amy. I've not got a problem with you. You shouldn't have a problem with me. If you're going to let people that don't fucking matter, but they do matter now because you ain't around with them, you got to save face. You got to look like it was all me. You can't look like, oh yeah, okay. He said he weren't interested. He said he weren't interested, but I wouldn't say no for an answer.
You're going on that, just because you're friends with them and bloody blah and whatever, right? So, who gives a fuck? I don't tell them anything. My relationship with you is over there, and my relationship with you.
An Outbound comes along, sucks it off. It's a little
Outbound hasn't been on for fucking weeks, mate.
They've got a little jerk circle going. They just create. Look at the people they've done it to, Amy. They make shit up about Tomato. They make shit up about Rob Beasley. They go round Rob Beasley's house, throw pizzas at the window. Well, deliver pizzas through
eggs at his door.
Eggs at the window.
I'm not being funny, right?
No.
But what?
Yeah,
On one occasion, they threw eggs at his driveway, not at his door, and they sent pizzas round to his house, I think, about 6 times.
Oh, only 6 times. That's okay then.
I disagree with that.
Abusers will justify their abuse by any.
Oh, I'm not justifying it. I'm just stating what happened. That's not a justification.
Rob was going to end up in a mental home anyway, weren't it? It don't matter that we drove.
Well, he was, yes, because Rob has mental issues.
Yeah. So that's okay then, isn't it? It's like, oh well, he was going to jump off the cliff anyway. I just pushed him.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You just said he was going to end up in a mental home anyway. Yes, he was.
Chaz, please let me speak. Right, we've all got over Rob Beasley being what happened to him.
Oh, we have we?
Hang on a minute, Phantom, let me speak.
Will we? Who's we?
Hold
on a second, Phantom, let her talk.
Hold on, please. Listen, I wasn't involved in it. Hold on, I was never involved in any of that. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Hold on. Can you listen?
Go ahead, finish, Amy.
I wasn't involved in it. Speak. I wasn't involved in any of the Rob Beasley stuff last year. Not at all. I'd never. Until the guy started sending me explicit messages last October, explicit messages saying, Amy, let me see your tits. This was private messages he was sending me. And I was like, who the fuck is he? Then I went on Hangouts and I found out exactly. I was like quite confused at the first, thinking, what the fuck's going on? Then I saw and I was thinking, oh my God, everybody's bullying him. But when I kept watching and watching and watching, I thought, oh my God, the guy is nuts. And he fucking was, right? Now, he's back a year and a bit later, and he's back as bad as ever. He's a fucking nutcase. He is
school, isn't it?
No, pick on the little no, come on, right, hold on, Phantom. I think you're one of the last people who should talk about Beasley, because you weren't there during the first round of Beasley. You weren't there at what kicked off the first round with Beasley. So you really don't know what you're talking about. Rob Beasley is a dickhead towards people. Everybody knows that. There is several fucking videos. In fact, go and watch my fucking channel, mate. There are fucking 2-3 hour long fucking hangouts on there where we go through all of the shit that he did. Yeah? What happened to Rob Beasley? With Rob Beasley, he says something stupid. You tell him why it's stupid. And he acts condescending and a dickhead. He rubbed everybody in the community up the wrong way. Everyone had their own issues with them, and everyone took the piss out of him for being such a cunt. And do you know what happened? He then tried to make out that everybody was all colluding just to pick on him. And he was utter fucking bollocks.
Not everybody bullied him.
They were.
Right.
There was even dedicated fucking groups. There was even dedicated fucking groups where you could sign up to find out which hangout he was in. Come on. I mean, this is like you. This is what you cunts do, innit? It's like you'll have a group.
What do you mean you cunts do?
Hold on.
What the fuck do I do, fans?
Whether it's 10, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people. The amount of people involved doesn't matter, but what you cunts do, you gaslight people. What you do, you'll get 5, 10, 15 of you, and you will stalk and harass people. And then when they claim they're being...
Who is this you? Who is this you you're talking about? You're talking about me? You're talking about me? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question, Tom. Are you talking about me in that?
You will not let me get this out, will you? You are living proof.
I'm not living proof, mate. I'm asking you to stand up for your thing and say that you're making these accusations at me.
I know, because they see that what we're doing.
No, I'm saying you're making false accusations at people, and you need to fucking stop it, Tom.
I'm making observations from what I see.
Well, your fucking observations are wrong, mate, and you need to fucking keep them to yourself. Don't go around slandering people, or I'll call you out on all your fucking bollocks. Because the fact is, there is plenty fucking bollocks to call out on your end, dickhead.
When I put it in print...
full of shit. Fuck's sake. Even the Thames is fucking jealous.
Pisses me off, man. It's all this negative fucking energy creating drama where there is none. The problem is, people like Rob Beasley actually came to the fucking internet with something to say. He even wrote a book. He had that much to say. He wrote a book about it. And all he tried to do was to explain it with people. But whether you think it's bullshit or not, the guy had a purpose. What's everyone else's purpose other than to mock other people? That seems what the purpose of a lot of people is. Oh, let's just point and laugh at them. It's like the artist with the canvas again, isn't it? Let's all just mock what people make of their blank canvas. But then when it comes to your own blank canvas, there's fuck all on it.
Wouldn't comedy be an art form, though? Wouldn't comedy be an art form?
Gentlemen, I don't think that Rob Beasley should be the subject of a conversation in this hangout by virtue of the fact that he is unable to come in and defend himself. He's blocked. I have blocked him. He cannot come in and defend himself. So I don't think that he should be spoken about in any way in this hangout. Speak about it, somewhere else maybe, but not in this hangout, because it's unfair to Rob in more than one way. Number one, he can come in and defend himself, and number two, he is a person with a disability that we have no we have no place making fun of.
Sydney.
Yes.
I agree. Well said.
Is it okay for him to go on Hangouts to talk about me and I cannot reply?
Who? Rob?
Is that okay?
For Rob?
Yeah.
But you do what you like.
It's like
it's
a
not
beyond
for me.
good and evil
It's
question.
not for me to dictate what policy is towards Rob. I tell you what the way I deal with Rob and the way I think Rob stands, or where his status is, where his place is on this planet, is not anywhere near me. So he won't be because he's blocked.
Amy, if you want to address it, you can just ask me, and I'll have a hangout for you, and you can address it that way.
There you go.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. All I'm saying, Sydney, is the reasons why you've got him blocked is something that certain people should maybe take into account before they start shooting their mouth off and throwing shit at people. And it's Tom doing this sort of fucking behaviour now, yeah? Which is exactly why people don't fucking like him. And when people don't fucking like you, sometimes they just want to fucking burn you. Maybe dickheads if they do that, mate. But some of the fucking bullying you think you're receiving, mate, you fucking called upon yourself by acting like a huge cunt some of the times in Hangouts. You sometimes act like such a pompous cunt, and it fucking grates on people. It really fucking does. And you sit around and you make false accusations about people, and when they do it back, suddenly you're the fucking victim. Mate, you're no better than fucking Beasley. No wonder you feel like a kindred spirit to him. Get fucked.
Anything else you want to say to Tom?
No, I think I'm fucking done.
Tom, you have you have response time, unlimited. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, I think he's confusing me for someone that gives a shit. I'm not here to be liked, mate. When I see bullying behaviour, I've got to be honest, there are people I have met on here that I do like and think they're pretty good people. But no one's perfect. I don't expect that from people. But when some of the people I do like start putting phone numbers up of other people I like, fucking the place of work, it's like, what the fuck are you kids doing?
Yeah, and I don't agree with people when they do that fucking shit.
I don't agree with it either.
Putting Rob in a mental home, what's that shit all about? There's a limit, guys.
Put Rob in a mental home.
6 eggs, 5 eggs, 4 eggs, 1 egg.
I don't think put Rob in a mental home. Let's get shit in perspective. You need to stop just constantly saying this stuff with bollocks.
Right, Tom. It's not right for you to blame everybody for things that happen.
Did I say
Rob
this
Beasley.
is okay? Did I not say yeah? And I don't agree with people when they do those things.
Right,
but there is some stuff which is perfectly fucking justified. And what little cuntish cry bullies like you try and do and have for so fucking long is to try and throw all manner of any criticism or fair fucking insult into the fucking bin. Yes, that's what it is, mate. That's all you engage in 90% of the time. Most of this, mate, is fucking virtue signaling, mate.
Can I say something? The fact that Tom's number was doxed for his work.
Funny how I wasn't even hinting towards virtue signaling that fucking big, and you fucking got there yourself, mate. That kind of makes me fucking think that perhaps maybe there's a guilty conscience talking now.
Okay, can I say something?
Can I speak? Please?
Yeah, one moment. Just 1 moment.
Can I speak?
Go ahead, Amy.
Can I speak?
Yes.
Right, hold on. What is this with the bullying fucking shit, right? When I am called a bitch, fat, cunt, whore.
This is where you're taking it personally. I'm not attacking individual people.
Hold on a minute.
Please, lady,
that is called in Sydney, and Sydney has all the hangouts from Tom Archer. I was called all these things by him, and nobody could give a fuck. And Tom, Rob Beasley thinks that is fine, okay? And I'm called all these things from him, but I'm supposed to sit there and say fuck all. I do not fucking think so.
girl.
I do not think I am going to be treated like that by any man. Sorry.
And I agree with that.
Go, girl, go.
Yes,
Now,
go girl.
do you honestly think for 2 minutes that I should have put up with the way that Gimmick and Tom Arthur spoke to me? I was supposed to, they wanted to punch me in the face, and my husband done to me, right, when I spoke to them in confidence, right? So I was, they went, oh, everything your husband done to you, you deserve. No, I didn't fucking deserve it, right?
Right.
No, you didn't.
Oh, what's that? Is it another person who's claimed to be a bully victim, who perhaps is a bit of a fucking bully themselves?
Yeah, but hang on a second. Rob Beasley thinks that Tom Arthur's right and correct in everything he did.
Well, hold on. Rob Beasley and Tom Arthur are two separate conversations. There's no connection.
Oh, but
connection is when people feel attacked. Look, when people feel attacked.
I'm having a conversation with
feel being the operative word there. Remember the feels.
Yeah, but don't you
notice?
Right, don't you see the common thread that runs through all this? Right, people like me, Robin, anyone that thinks. Hold on, hear me through. Right, I'm pretty sure you will agree when you hear me through. Right, there seems to be a common thread. Right, when you go into these hangouts and stuff, if you're the counter opinion to the hive mentality of that group, like if you go into a God debate group and there's 9 atheists and you're the only theist, right, you're going to get hyena gang raped. And this is what happens time and time again. It's those that shout the loudest, speak the most, get the most words out, over talk, whether it's true or false or bullshit or whatever. It's just repeat a lie enough times and people will believe it.
Or perhaps maybe try and
hold on. My point is,
so the lies can't get repeated.
That's not my point. The point I'm leading to is when you feel attacked like that by 9 or 7 or 6, any more than 2 is. 1 versus 2 is sort of like any more than that, it starts becoming like, well, hold on, you're the odd man out, And the common reoccurring thread with people like Rob Beasley, Tom Arthur, and myself, any outcasts, like you see them all popping up. Right? There was that Anna Rose Shotbolt, they were all hating on her, and you've got all these different people that pop up that they just got idea. Yeah, they're claiming they know stuff that they might not know for sure, but it's all good philosophy and stuff. And when you're the odd man out, you feel under pressure. And then after taking so many attacks, it's natural that people like that will become semi-aggressive or seem to be aggressive themselves. But when you've got 9 people attacking one, it's like you've got to give 9 punches back for every one you receive from each person. So it might seem to the 9 watching individually might think this fucker's a bit reactive, but they don't understand that, hold on, he's got like 9 people all fucking throwing shit at him at the same time. Of course he's going to be disproportionately fucking reactive.
And does that logic still carry over to the times where it is just them in a one-on-one conversation? Or them in a hangout where it is just them talking and everybody else has got their mics muted?
Well, yeah, there's a bit of a follow-on. I know what you mean with Rob. He banned Rob. There was only me and Rob in the fucking hangout, and I think he forgot. And just because I disagreed with him, he kicked me from the hangout.
Well, do you not remember when you were in hangouts with him? When you were in hangouts with Beasley?
And about 5 minutes later, he went into this rant, and about 5 minutes later, after kicking me, I was the last person in there, he realised that he was on his own 5 minutes later. It was like he just went on and on.
Funny. It's not funny.
Oh, Rob's behaviour is a bit funny from the... Not the stuff that he did to you, but the other behaviour.
He thinks he can go on a hangout with Benny and judge people, right? Well, I'm sorry. He's not going to judge people. And already Tom...
No, but Amy, that's true. He's enlightened and you're not.
Right, Chaz is right. Like, Rob has mental illness, so,
Simple. Mom and I have both agreed that we put this fish to bed, he said, she said bullshit, right? We've put it to bed now. Now we're not interested in patching it up, right? I don't want to do the any more than I have to do in the Hangout with you. So let's forget about it. But this dickhead's bringing it up constantly and attacking me and bringing me into these hangouts I'm not interested in. And I've already told him, you're a fucking arsehole. Because listen to the one side of the story, you do not know what two sides of the story looks fucking like. And he doesn't. He's a complete prick. And I don't know why the fuck you think he's a good guy, Phantom, because I think he's a complete and utter wanker. And that is my judgment on him.
When are you guys going to work out that no one's perfect?
No,
no one's perfect. You're going to find fault with everyone.
Perfect than what he fucking is.
We're all in this shit pile together, Amy. We either help people. It's very simple. You either spend your time helping people that you get along with, or you spend your time arguing with people you don't get along with. Very simple, I think. Shit, it's not very popular, but look how fake everything is. Like, relationships are disposable.
Tom, you don't understand.
At the end of the day, right? You can all say that. But nobody gets along. Everybody has fights, quarrels, and arguments, right? But we like and all the rest of it. But then when some people think, oh, this happened and that happened, and they're a bit butthurt and whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is where it comes into arguments, right? Now, Rob Beasley has been ousted by the whole fucking great debate last year. Now he's coming in now again a year and a half later to fucking cause more trouble.
Well, Amy, it's not the first time. It's not the first time. Before last year, right? He went into a mental home the year before. Because you see, Rob Beasley went on Facebook, first of all, to try and peddle his book, and then somebody from one of the Facebook Great Debate pages brought him onto Hangouts and G+. So he started joining all of these Hangouts, and do you know what? He was kind of just, he hardly talked much. First few Hangouts I ever saw him in, yeah? Didn't really talk much, joined in the conversation a little bit, but not really. Then he started trying to aggressively, situation, and he just started trying to push this fucking book too hard. And when he tried coming out with these ideas and he tried making some of these non sequiturs and these fallacious arguments, the two wolves, right? You bring up the trolley problem. He doesn't understand why these things contradict what he's saying, and he really doesn't understand. And so people made fun of him for that, and he got all butthurt, claimed he was a victim of bullying.
The bully cartel
started making Hangouts, and like saying no, it's Rob's house, Rob's rules, yeah.
All about it.
He just wanted to dominate the conversation, and when he still couldn't dominate the conversation, then it was a little bit too much for him, and he ended up going into the mental home because he was mentally ill when this all was going on to start with.
I actually knew nothing about this real debate community until I met that fucking Rob Beasley a year and a half ago. And one day I was like, oh my G+, and all these messages was coming through. Well, Rob Beasley, show me your tits, this and that. And I had 19 constant messages from him. And I'm talking about 150 messages, constant. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I replied a couple of times.
But he did that to all the women.
Honestly. Then I started watching him and I saw exactly what was going on, But I'll tell you something now, right? He's got a grudge against me now because since come back on G+, all he ever does is talks about me, and every single video he's got going, and you can go back and look at these videos with Benny, and he's going on about me constantly, and he's going on about fucking Tom Arthur and this and that, and this, oh, Amy's wild and she's fucking a bit, nah, right. He only knows about these fucking videos that last video with me and Tom, but he doesn't know about the videos that Tom actually, without me being involved, and you were there, by the way, Bunto, and you even spoke to Tom about it, that he was slagging me off about being a liar and all the rest of it, right?
Okay, but you know, I haven't seen Rob in a while. Have any of you guys seen Rob? I haven't seen him.
Yes, Benny has hangouts with Rob and
lately
live, and you can watch him.
Oh.
So you were in the hangouts with Tom Arthur when he was calling me a bitch, a bastard, a cunt, ugly.
Well, Amy, when I'm in the hangout, he won't ever say anything bad about you. He will not.
But he did, and I know you went on and told him off, right? But
well, I remember asking him, you know, because I went in that day that they said that he beat up a woman or threatened to beat you up or something like that. And I said, "What's the story, Tom?" And he said that didn't happen, but he never said anything bad. Not in my presence.
Well, excuse me a minute, Sydney.
I don't remember. You know, you may be right, but I would have remembered Tom saying that.
Threatened to beat me up and gimmick.
Tom Otter?
Yeah.
That's I've heard the guys told me that Tom said he was going to beat up a woman.
No,
and he threatened Amy.
Going to spit in her mouth. Remember?
Yeah, and that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then I asked him about it, but he didn't fess up to it.
So that's okay.
It's recorded. There's no. He can't. If he didn't fess up to it, then that just proves he's. You know what? He claims that he gets himself tested for heroin all the time. La 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 la. But so what? So if he's taking something else, it doesn't really matter that he gets tested for heroin. He's really got no clue. Maybe he's taking a different drug, and he claims because he's shifty, right? He's a charlatan. Yeah, he doesn't. He can't tell the truth. He's a pathological liar. There's nothing he can do about it. It's a disease.
Right. So anyway, right? He said all these things about me. Hang on a minute, Phantom. He said all these things about me. These horrible.
Well, we all smoke weed.
Hold on, Phantom.
I'm just saying we smoke weed. Some people drink coffee.
I don't give a fuck.
Hold on a minute. Who's talking here? Who's talking?
Why is it that
I'm speaking right now, so can I speak?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Right. He said all these nasty, horrible things about me, and Rob Beasley thinks just because he saw one hangout that I was going mental in, that I'm the bad one, and I am the one that is a nasty piece of work, and not Tom Arthur. Well, I'm sorry, but a lot of people, including you, Bunto, have seen these hangouts, including you, Phantom, and Sydney, and Sugar, and fucking everybody else, has seen these horrible hangouts about me, where I could never, ever reply, right?
Uh-huh.
True.
Like, so Tom Arthur is a liar, though, eh? He's lying about you.
My argument with that is I know he's on something. Fucking hell, at minimum, I know he's on weed. And I smoke weed and I drink alcohol, but I don't drink coffee. So, you know, everyone's got their own drug.
Okay,
I'm basically saying that everyone's got their own drug, though, haven't they?
All right, yeah, but you say you're on weed. That's fine. I say I'm on weed. Hold on a minute, Tom. If he is on weed, why would he deny it?
I don't think he can be on drugs because won't he lose his money?
Well, it's illegal in the UK still. If he was known to be smoking weed or anything, he'd lose his job.
Yeah,
that is the problem in the UK at the minute. There's so many smokers; it's prolific.
Well, actually,
most of them are working.
Job, it is actually up to the employer's discretion whether or not to fire you for smoking cannabis. But here's the thing, Phantom: you're allowed to use a legal substance. If you're with jobs, they're not allowed to fire you if you're an alcoholic in this country under EU law. They're not allowed to fire you if you're an alcoholic. They have to do everything they can do to accommodate you. I think then it's obviously slightly different. If you lose your license, but then they'll just move you into some sort of office job or desk job.
You're going to be driving under the influence.
Yes, and then what they'd do in that situation is they'd move you into a different department. If somebody's got if people are off sick with alcohol.
I'll tell you what happens. I'm dad in the transport industry. They get fired, mate, because it's assumed the minute you tell your boss you're an alcoholic, right? Whether they're meant to in law or not, what they do is they think, fuck, we've got a problem on our hands. One of the drivers is drinking. He's an alcoholic, confirmed by a doctor. He's sort of seeking other duties. And what they do is they say, well, if you're an alcoholic today, you've been driving for the last month every day, we can assume that you've been drinking under the influence, and they sack you for. It's all done on the hush because of insurance problems, tribunal problems. It's all a dodge, the drunk. In theory, you could play out like that. Doesn't play out like that.
Issue as to what sort of level of discretion they're generally willing to show, but they do have to exercise full discretion in dealing with somebody who has an illness, because of things like disability laws are getting broader and broader every time, because they're starting to include things like mental illness, which addiction is starting to get tagged onto. A lot of courts are starting to, and judges are being very, very sympathetic to the cases of people who have mental illness, as to our laws being what is fair, what is reasonable, what is just. That is the letter of the law.
Mm. The trouble is the spirit of the law and the actual playing out of the law tend to differ.
Oh yeah, there are some that there'll be companies that break the law. There'll be companies that will break the law because they know the people that they're going to be breaking the law against.
A lot of corporations treat breaking the law as an expense. They actually factor in fines for pollution and shit like that into their expenses.
Of course they do.
Doing that projections. They will cost the account for us to pay a fine than it is for us to filter this water or filter these tiresome.
Well, do you know what they'll do? They'll just go to, like, if it's like water bottling things, like Nestle has actually done this, they'll go to third world countries where they're fucking, like 10% of their advertising budget is like the equivalent to the GDP of this little country, and they'll buy up their water source and sell it back to them.
Yeah.
That's the great thing.
The managing director of Nestle has been recorded in an interview saying that water should not be treated as a human right. It's like corporations are claiming ownership to water. And they've been trialling these prosecutions out in America for people gathering their own rainwater off their own roofs.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit, man.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
Crazy states
out there.
They're
trying to privatise water, for fuck's sake.
Well, of course, right? Here's the funny thing about water. There's quite a large amount of it on the earth.
It's not the essential of life, though.
However, only 5%. only 5% of the water on Earth is actually drinkable, and it's getting lesser and lesser each time.
To be fair,
we need.
They can desalinate now.
Yeah,
There's more water in the earth than on the surface.
We can desalinate seawater with technology using solar panels. Totally energy-free water generation by desalination, and corporations will not let
Well,
that.
no, it's not free. You'd have to heat the water to desalinate it.
Well, yeah, but it's done.
And you'd then also need to be able to clean the salt.
It's energy neutral.
No, it's not. You would lose a method of energy for work. That's what would happen each time.
Well, yeah. Technically speaking, but from an actual human resource.
Yeah, I mean, you could cut down waste. You could say, for instance, you could take the water, you could boil it to desalinate it, and then you could use that to dry generator turbines with that steam, and then you could then cool that steam and then treat that and make that water to pump through, but you would still be losing some of the energy because you've got to put in a large amount of energy into that liquid water before it will turn into steam.
Yeah, that's why solar distillate.
It's not cost effective.
Is the key.
Yeah.
Because the sun is the biggest form of energy.
Do you know one of the biggest guzzlers of energy in your home is your kettle?
The trouble is that, I mean, we can all have our own wind turbine on a roof. Like every individual house could easily be off the grid, but there's no incentive for the current energy companies to do that because they can't meet.
Those wind turbines don't produce
hold on, the important bit
is enough as you think they would.
But no, you're missing the crucial bit. They want to be able to pay charge us for metering the energy to us. That's why technology enables us to be off the grid, but it won't be allowed to happen because of the political and economical impact of them not needing oil, not being able to meter the electric to our door and increase the price and the value.
Fossil fuel industry.
The whole economical financial industry is built on.
I'm sorry, but Phantom, you need some sort of economy when it comes to any resource, because you need a way to try and mitigate the. Well, no, we do, because we don't produce the same amount of energy every year. We don't get the same amount of petrol out the ground every fucking year.
Where it's needed for the betterment of humans. At the minute, energy. Hold on. Let me finish, bud. Let me finish. At the minute, energy is provided based on cost and who can afford to pay for it. Mate, that's ABC. You're missing the point. The point is, where is the energy going and what is the cost? Right, you're not seeing my point. My point is, no, you're not.
Well, make your point.
You're not.
Make your point.
Right. What is wrong with the system is the current system puts energy into the hands of those that can afford it in this bullshit economy where we've all got to be working to feed the economy. What I'm saying is the alternative is the economy feeds humanity, and those that need energy should have free energy. Like third world countries that are still burning, they've got growing fossil fuel industries in India and places like that because it's cheaper to use coal fuel for them than modern renewable energy. So we're feeding this industry of human slavery. Hold on, let me finish. We're building a system of human slavery to create jobs and wealth. We're buying shit that needs replacing every 3 years to keep this economy going, when what we need as humans is to create things that last, that stop us having to go to work, that's actually counterproductive to a financial economy. It's a human resource-based economy rather than...
Financial economy is
rather than a financial
economies exist for a reason, Phantom, right?
Of course.
No, money should serve the distribution of goods. It doesn't at the minute. The distribution of goods.
Distribution of resource. It means
they're sitting on diamonds. There's a vault of diamonds that would, if released, would make diamonds worthless, and they're holding back. That is a fact. They are holding back resources to artificially increase the value of products to feed a money market. Money should serve man. Man is serving money at the minute. Man is serving. God is money. Money is God.
So name another product that is being hoarded.
People hoard resources.
Should be serving man.
There's more proof of money
food,
than
they
God.
should have money to buy the food. When there's people that need houses, they should have money to buy the houses.
And where is all this money going to come from?
It's about the
Are we
money
just going
being
to print it out of
resources.
thin air? Is that what we're
You
going
have
to do?
tokens, you have like carbon tokens or something, or resource tokens.
So we're just going to trade. We're just going to be trading units of value.
Everyone
in lieu of resources.
Everyone gets a standard amount of units that covers their basic needs.
Chaz,
and then on top of that, that's like your benefit. That's your basic universal.
Chaz, why don't you just simply ask Phantom where he's getting all these shoulds from? He keeps on saying we should do this, we should do that. What is the basis of you saying we should do this or that?
No. You see, you don't have to go down that because that's a pointless line of reasoning when there's actual serious factual errors to what Phantom Tom's brain. You don't have to go down the shouldas. So we'll ignore that because that's bollocks. Anyway, back to what I was saying, Phantom. You see, what you've got is you've got an amount of resources, yeah? That's how much stuff you can physically produce as a society. How is that wrong? That is an axiomatically true thing.
We harvest
an economy.
Produces. We harvest.
What do you think agriculture is?
We consume. This is what I'm saying.
We don't just consume, because we take those things and we create other products from them. We manage to take nature and we make it better with things like agriculture. We increase the yield. We find ways of minimizing waste.
Agree.
Okay.
But then what we do...
This is what business is based on. Where you can make a saving of money,
because we
cut down fucking waste. And where you can make better resources from what you get, you make money. So this is the reason why we have the system. It is the best way to manage that system by. We can't do barter culture anymore. We can't do barters anymore. Barter culture doesn't really work anymore. This is why we've moved to money. It is a much easier system. Money is actually a form of communication between people. That's what it is. And it is an easy way to have a stable way of generating resources. So if I go to BMW and I order a bunch of cars, and if anybody else goes to BMW and orders a bunch of cars, they will pay a certain price. In some fields, a large part of it is based on more sort of negotiation stuff, but it's the same sort of thing. People buy from BT 6,000 phone line fucking licenses, and then they sell them on one license each, much the same way that drug dealers buy an ounce and cut it down into gram bags. Same sort of principle. It's the redistribution of wealth. So somebody who can afford to better can buy a resource and then can cut that resource down into smaller chunks and sell it to you where it would be affordable for you to have some of that resource. Unfortunately, the economy isn't perfect, but any system you have is going to be open to fucking corruption. This is the one that's the most honest and the easiest to fucking measure.
I can't argue with that, mate. I totally agree. But it could be a different way where money serves.
No, it couldn't. because you would lose any value of measure. You would lose any value of the, because what we have to be careful of is our production to our consumption. Yeah, that is what the basis of the economy is: consumption and production.
You know, this monetary system is man-made, don't you? It wasn't like written on a stone tablet on Mount
I'm not saying it was, you fucking idiot.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's liable to error, isn't it? It's liable to improvement. It's liable to someone saying, hold on, money could serve humanity. What is money? Money is your ability to buy the resources you need, right? Now, if we focused it on the resources rather than the money, then there's probably a cheaper way of fucking doing it, because instead of having 20 companies consuming 20 times the resources to make 20 times the products that are all designed to break so that you then continue to come and buy the product, rather than, that doesn't serve humanity. What would serve humanity is to have one product that's built to fucking last, that you don't have to keep rebuying every 5 years. You know,
right?
It's a humanity type.
Except
the planet's resources, right? We all need corn. We all need this. We all need that. Let's do the math. Work it out. How do we get these resources to everyone?
But Phantom,
that should be
something you're missing there. Flat pack furniture.
Greed. I'm not missing it out. I'm saying this is part of the problem. You're totally right. Me and you have got no disagreements on what you're saying. I totally agree with you. But it can be a different way. If people united, pooled their resources, pooled their time, effort, skills, pool your skills, share your skills, teach other people. But oh no, we've got to make money. So now, to me, to share my skills with people, I've got to ask you for money. If you haven't got the money, you can't afford my skills. This is the privatised education system we're living in now. We're not throwing it out there for free like seeds from a plant, like nature and God, the Creator, has showed us in nature. It's like it should be free. All the food was free. Why haven't we got fruit and veg growing in all the streets? All of the streets could be paved with fruit and veg, but no, we'll tarmac it and we'll put drains in, and then we've all got to go and work a 9 to 5 so we can afford to buy the shit we could be growing. It's like this world's gone fucking mad, and people like yourself seem, I might be wrong, but you seem to be saying, oh, things are how they are and it's okay.
Well, no, the basic principle of what money actually is totally fucking fine. Yeah, it's an agreed upon unit of trade. We all know what a pound is.
That's the key thing. Who agrees that? It's not you.
We as society, we as people.
What's inflation?
We take concepts. We take that concept of that money. What we're doing whenever somebody buys something, right? You decide to sell a CD, yeah? You put it online. You say £10 for it, yeah? I'm going to decide whether or not that my £10, what that value is, what that thing buys in other things in terms of, I don't know, bread in real terms, as they like to use. You might have heard that on news. That what your money's actually really worth, that is that single agreed upon unit. And I decide whether or not to buy your goods, but it's still all done by this single agreed upon unit. And what I would give you for that CD would buy you 10 loaves of bread in the same way that £10 would buy me 10 loaves of bread.
That's a very basic way of looking at it, though.
No, that is the exact way to look at it. That's what the system does.
The intricacies, you realise that those with the money control the value of the money. It's like the guys with the diamonds that have got a vault full of diamonds, and they're holding it all back to increase the value of it. So what ends up happening is,
when somebody has a vast amount of resource,
is the people with money end up keeping hold of the money. They don't want to loan it. They don't want to give it out, share it out, give people other chances to make money. It's like those with the most money keep the money and stop other people getting any money.
Well, this is why we need to stop authoritarian governments, because it's the government authority that gives these people the right to do this.
The system is doomed.
It's the government. It's the American government that has caused a lot of the problem with the media over there.
The economy
to allow these corporations to basically what's known in the poker sector as chip bully. And the reason why they can chip bully is because they hold a lot of the monopoly. But this is the thing. He who has the most resources, of your resources. That's just the thing. If I have chickens that produce 10 eggs a day, and you have chickens that only produce 2 eggs a day, I can barter with a lot more fucking eggs for bags of rocks.
What I'm saying. You're proving my point. You're saying that life
It would
is
have,
a race.
no, I'm just proving it would happen in a barter economy.
To me, right? You're saying that life is a race where we're competing against each other, and I'm saying it could be different, where life isn't a race, and it's a help us along and just enjoy the ride and help each other, and don't, you know, we could cut down on employment. Right, the economy requires high employment, high growth, high consumption of the resources, high sales. Humanity requires low consumption, low employment. What serves humanity better?
Well, you don't want too high an employment rate. You don't want too high an employment rate.
It's meant to liberate us, not enslave us in fucking work.
You don't want too high an employment rate because when people come to invest in creating companies and therefore jobs in your economy, they're going to be able to know they've got the ability to gain staff.
I agree with what you're saying, but it's a basic short-sighted view. The ideal situation...
It's not a basic short-sighted view. It's the facts of what you're saying.
You're not listening to what I'm saying, so how do you know...
I am listening. This is why I'm responding to exactly what you're saying.
I haven't said it yet. The ideal situation...
You've been talking.
The ideal situation for humanity is for nobody to have to work and everything be provided by machines. But then... The dichotomy of I have not finished, dude. For fuck's sake, I can't finish.
What's wrong with the word? Working bad.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, fucking what's next? We're going to have Merlin just provide everything for us. Because it's just as fucking...
What serves humanity is that everything can
do everything fucking for us.
If everything's provided by robots, there'll be no employment for people to earn money.
Robot sex.
Who's going to maintain, build, and those robots? Who's going to stop those robots from deciding that we're actually just a parasite and wiping us off the face of the earth?
If you're jumping to the robots will control everything paradigm, then you're making a huge leap of all sorts of faiths.
There's a robot code though.
Yeah, robot.
All right, what do we do? The 3 Asimov's laws? Yeah, that's not going to work.
That's not robot sex.
I know. Let me refresh.
Robot sex, that's fun.
The point is that money serves what's best for humanity. It serves what's best with those with money.
Yes, unfortunately, this is the case because people who have resources, right? 10 grand, yeah, that would be a lot of money to me, yeah? 10 grand, that would be a nice cash amount to have in hand, right? 10 grand to Bill Gates is nothing.
It's like,
if you told Bill Gates...
Grand's in his wallet.
Yeah, if you told Bill Gates he lost 10 grand this year, he wouldn't give much of a shit. If you told me I lost 10 grand this year, I would give a big flying shit. Yeah?
I think
he has like 2 grand in his glove box of his car.
14 grand is the amount of money that Bill Gates would not lose time bending over and picking up the floor. It's 14 grand, I think. But I might be wrong. That's what I
He'll like
remember.
go to a restaurant and then he'll say keep the change and give him like a 14 grand bill.
If Bill Gates sees a 14 grand pile of money on the floor, he's like, should I bend over and pick the money up or not? He's like over there, like it's not profitable for him.
I think what the point is that if he came past, this is the way I heard it, if he came past £1,000 on the floor, he would actually lose more money bending over to pick up that grand than he would if he just kept moving.
What I'm saying is 14 grand is the limit at which he should or not bend over and pick up the money. Like a grand is not worth its while. If
you had like 0.1% of his wealth, you'd be set for life, man.
Basically, it'd be like him dropping a pound coin to pick up a penny.
What would you rather have, like $1 million or 0.1% of Bill Gates' wealth, total wealth?
Well, it's pretty much the same.
No way, dude. I bet you 0.1% of that guy's wealth is like $20 million.
No.
What is he worth? I think last time I looked, it was something like 57 billion.
I know. It's like, come on.
It's way more than that. He went above $100 billion.
Bill Gates' net worth 2,000.
So he's just a bit above $100 billion recently.
81.2 billion US dollars is Bill Gates' current net worth.
So what's 0.1% of that?
$800 million.
$800 million. You went all fucking Dr. Evil when you said that there, Sip.
Did I just do that?
Dr. Evil.
You imagine waking up with like that much money, you'd be like,
that's
I
what
don't
it
have to
is.
fucking worry. I mean, people could like cuss you out. You couldn't even care. You'd be laughing. You'd be like,
come on, let's all think of the most fucked up thing.
I think Banto's only thinking about how big a casino he could build.
Money, man.
What is the lowest value?
Casinos, shit.
I've got a question for everybody in this room. I want them to answer. What is the lowest value of money in US dollars? Because then it's an equal currency that everyone knows. What is the lowest value in US dollars that you would accept? But first, you had to eat a baby.
To eat a baby? I don't know.
For me, none. I could not.
Well, you would do it for free, eh?
Baby cow.
I could not do it. I would not fucking do it.
I would do it for a Wendy's combo meal.
A baby cow?
No,
baby
a baby cow. I could not do it. No, sorry.
Baby human.
How old is the baby?
6 months.
No human flesh for me.
It was perfectly
Is it a kosher
healthy
baby?
as well.
Is it a clean baby?
It was for scientific progress. I'd do it for a couple million.
You should meet Mengel's kid. She's around.
Massachusetts Institute of Technology wants me to eat a baby. Okay.
I can't decide to eat human flesh or animal.
So, come on, what's the lowest amount that you would do it for?
Logic dictates I shouldn't do it.
I can eat
any amount of money.
I know, but you've got to hypothetically think, right? There must be an amount of money when it would become where everybody's principles disappear.
But all I'm saying is logic dictates I shouldn't do it for any amount of money, and I'm going with logic. Because that's the guy, and that's the type of guy I am. I'm going with logic.
But this is the thing, right? This is where we start to understand the rich that he's talking about. It's that when you have any amount of money, like let's see the thing, right? You can act like the biggest tit and embarrass yourself completely on reality TV, yeah. But you would get an amount of fucking money. So you get these people going on reality TV for different amounts of money, making complete fools of themselves and getting made fun of in the public eye.
That's still my answer. I'm not American. I'm not gonna do that.
Good night.
I
still wouldn't do that shit. I'm still gonna remain poor as it is. As long as the sanctioned
I bet if I came and started putting the money in your hands, your fucking principles would fucking change.
No, they wouldn't. I mean, of course you would, seeing all that shit money,
Do you know what, Cyprian?
I don't think
right?
so, though.
When you're next going to go and have a tug, right? Look up Czech streets.
What do you mean a tug?
Right?
You know, when you're next going to pull the ball.
It's like meat eaters like what you are, and there are people that can get along quite well being vegetarians.
Fuck vegetarians and all that.
No,
Fuck them right in the pussy. fuck the vegetarians running the place.
I think Jim Carrick is a vegetarian. Let's get him in here.
Well, fuck him.
What's wrong with me?
Vegetarian, is he?
Not everything's alright, but in this sense of the question about eating a baby that's 6 months old against money, vegetarian doesn't come into account in my mind. Fuck vegetarianism, fuck all that shit. I wouldn't eat a baby that's 6 months old for the fucking life of me. That's what it is. And fuck vegetarianism, fuck all that shit. It doesn't matter. I just wouldn't do that. Well, that's at least what I would think of me. But then if you put piles of money in my hand, I don't know how I would react about that shit. Maybe I would go berserk and eat that motherfucking baby. Maybe. I would hope not to do that. I would hope for myself not to be that kind of asshole. Because I'm not an American. So I would hope for myself to be more of an intellectual guy. And I would hope that.
Americans are pretty intellectual, man.
Right. Yes. Trump. Some of the brightest people on earth. And yes. Yeah, of course, yes. If you think that, cool, yeah. That's why you got Hillary and Trump.
Kardashians.
And Kardashians and all that. Yeah, that's cool. I don't care about people and their, like the personas and shit.
Everybody hates Americans.
Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But I, for myself, wouldn't eat a baby for millions.
Who would win if it was a Kardashian versus Trump election?
Kardashians. If the mother's running.
Well, sorry, do you mean Kim Kardashian, or do you mean the race of evil people from Star Trek Next Generation era?
My nigga, bum that motherfucking fist. I was thinking Kardashians the same way, that's what I'm fucking with Baggio all the time on DS9. Shit.
Come on, right? But here's the thing, right? The Kardashians had a legitimate right to be there first. Unfortunately, they had invaded. There was a war. They won.
Wrong. You're wrong.
I'm sorry. Why does the Federation get to go and meddle in the business of somebody else?
No. You're right.
Kardashian has sovereign rights that were trod on by the Federation, who slovenly then like to make sure they've got plenty of their military ships rocking around that old Deep Space Nine.
For one,
their Galaxy class fucking cruisers.
I think that's unfortunately. I think that this is a discussion for another hangout or a separate hangout.
Why?
What I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say shit because every time I say something, it's like I'm trying to get the last word. So I'm not gonna try to do that.
The Kardashians should be allowed the right to have a perfect, exit from the overruling Federation. They have no legitimate rights inside their space.
You're trying to pull me in on this discussion, man. I'm trying not to get pulled in. I would like to get pulled in a separate hangout.
Black hole discussion.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to deter all this hangout.
Come on, everyone else has been silent because they're kind of interested on where we'll go with this and how fucking surreal and satirical.
You want to hear my side story?
Yep.
Just shorthand. So, for one, of course, terrestrial planets would not have anything to do with that, shortly. But the motherfuckers on the planet, I forget, they were down there, and the Kardashians would not have any reason to claim. What was the planet near Deep Space Nine?
Baggio.
They would not have the claim on Baggio because the Bajorans were the people before, they were the first motherfuckers on the planet for years.
But then an invasion happened. Like the Saxons were here before the Normans.
All right, you're right. I'm gonna give you full right and all that shit because I don't wanna deter all this hangout towards our discussion. I would find it very much interesting on the side thing or something,
tapestry,
but not deter all the.
I mean, let's just be honest. The United Federation is pretty much trying to be the world police of the fucking.
Oh, you're still going
Alpha
on with
Quadrant.
that. You're still going with that. Shit. You realize people be trying to speak about different topics and stuff.
All right.
Trump in a landslide! Trump in a landslide!
What were you guys saying about vegetables that only assholes eat them, right, Sip?
Well, it was just I think
Trump-type assholes eat vegetables.
No. Hold on. I did say
Sip
something in the
doesn't
lines
know
of
what
that.
vegetable is.
But not
His
really that.
brain is a vegetable.
My brain is a vegetable. Okay.
Yeah, you're a vegetable.
Yabba dabba do,
You're a
motherfucker.
vegetable,
Shit. Yabba dabba do, motherfucker.
Hi, Holly.
You fucking drink it all fucking day, dude.
Hey, Holly, how are you?
They make beer out of vegetables, man.
Motherfucker, I had some fucked up months now of work and shit.
Oh, you depressed?
And,
Depressed?
Oh, no. I just need some reset.
Oh, yeah, you need a
Everybody
you need
needs a
hot
reset.
head to jump you.
I didn't get that. You mean, you said what?
You need
Oh.
some female attention.
A couple of hoes.
Yeah,
Nah,
like you just
Nah.
No. What do you
I
need?
just
What do
need
you
some
need?
alcohol intake. That's
Cup
all.
of
That's
coffee and a cigarette? What the fuck do you need?
I just need some alcohol intake. That's what I need.
Yeah, that's basically all you ever needed.
If you say so. Shit.
Ah, come on now. Come on, Sip.
Well, that's cool. I mean, if
We know you. Come on, buddy.
you feel like I'm butthurt or some shit like that, I'm keeping it real. I'm trying to keep it real.
You keep it
Keep it
real
real.
all the time.
That's what it is, motherfucker. Every once in a while, I need some brain reset.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not, otherwise, I'm gonna go berserk on this
You need
stressful shit at
antioxidants.
work.
Sip.
Yeah.
It's called
Maybe.
antioxidants.
I was gonna say an enema.
Antioxidant enema.
Yeah, just like
Nah,
a cleanser.
bro. You don't understand.
Yes, like a
If you drink a lot of beer and don't eat, you're gonna get these enemas. You're gonna get these enemas. Yeah. Trust me, bro. I'm getting the enemas. We cool on that front. We cool on that front. We cool on that front.
Listen, I guarantee you, nobody's going to back up on you, buddy.
Beer keeps you pretty regular, right,
True
Sip?
story, bro.
And he's got like beaver skin pelt on his ass.
That's
I
I
don't
think
know what that is.
something like that.
Was that an attack on me or?
Oh, no, wait.
In general or what? I don't get it. I understand the attacks on me. That's funny. That's cool.
No,
I
it was
get that one.
like, wait a minute. Romania? Is that where you're from? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next to Bulgaria. Where the hot chicks
Do you have like those where they got like, around their hats and stuff? Is that what they wear in the military? Do they have fur?
So what? They got what?
Have like,
They
furry.
got what on their head?
Yeah, hats, fur. Yeah.
Fur? No, I don't think so.
No.
No. They might, but I don't think so. As far as I've seen, military outfits, they don't wear fur on their heads, and I don't know. But that's just me. I never been.
How drunk are you right now?
I'm pretty fucking alright. I can still articulate my words. I can still speak out. I can still do my shit. I'm not.
When I saw you in here, I was like, okay, it's Cyprian. I was like, okay, I'm going in there. This guy can guzzle vodka like it's nothing.
Well, I know about vodka.
What say you, Amy?
With beer is cool for me. I can drink like 20 beers a night easily. Well, not easily, but like 20 beers is like my agenda. It's
Basic.
like cool. Yeah, basic shit.
You know, basic Friday night, 20 beers.
Yeah, 20
basic.
beers is cool.
Basic.
It's alright. I can still speak out, like, you know, just to do my shit and whatever, without like being like, oh, I'm a yeah. I don't know. Do you remember I had one? I'm not doing that. I'm
Holly, I wanted to get to meet you, by the way. My name is Jim. How are you doing?
Good. Hi, Jim. It's a pleasure.
I've seen a couple of your videos and stuff in the past. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Amy, by the way. I wanted to say hi to you, too, by the way. Hey, Phantom. What's up, buddy? And what's up, Chaz Dog? How's everybody tonight, by the way? Everybody good?
Me and Sid. Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. So,
what the fuck do you care?
wow. I'm especially tuned in. I'm especially tuned in to listen for that expressive R's in northern, not England, Great Britain. When these some of the people up north of Great Britain, like the Scots or some, they use R's, you know, like who the fuck are you? Oh, that shit, I like that shit. I love that shit.
Cyprian, there used to be a place called Scotland in the north of England. I don't know what happened to it.
Right, I know about Scotland, but there's a lot more going on.
You see, and that's the thing about Cyprian. He's alpha male. He's like so alpha male. He can like handle like 20 beers a night, and he's like, "Fuck that shit." You need 2 packs of smokes on top of it.
Wow.
Well,
that's some
4
machismo,
packs
man.
Tonight.
That's a real man, dude. That's a real man.
I just got myself 4 packs of smokes.
Damn.
Not because I need them, but it's a bitch to go out and grab another pack of smokes when you run out of them. So it's best to have some left over than to just be out of them.
Cold and rainy, right?
You will wake up tomorrow.
Just have some extra few.
How much does a pack of cigarettes cost over there?
2
rubles?
$3. Oh shit! Ah shit! Motherfucker just said rubles. It's like we're in Russia, but that's cool. You know, that's cool. I get it.
Or 2 sheep? Is it like Borat country?
Rubles.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll give you a sheep for a pack of cigarettes. Nah, I mean Romania is a cool country, man. Even though they started World War II.
It's just cheaper than fucking your mom.
My mother.
I know, man. You just got berserk with the numbers and shit. Like I said, $3 a pack. It just went berserk. I just said your mom's way cheaper than a pack of cigarettes over here.
Oh man, my mom's a.
I was just trying to be like, get it back. You know, yeah. I mean,
I'm just sorry no one got to answer my question about Hitler hanging out with the 6 million Jews. That's all. Nobody answered me. Phantom, you still have a chance.
Hold on. What's the question?
Well, I'm not a Hitler expert, like the Romanians are.
Look, the 6 million Jews are martyrs, so they go to heaven. Hitler, who kills them, repents at the very end, says, "I love you, Jesus. You are my whatever. I'm going to have eternal life," and shoots himself in the head and goes to heaven.
Well,
so now he's hanging out.
Hold on. There's the flaw in your fucked up idea, which I get what it is, but there's a flaw with the shooting himself in the head.
You're slurring. Would you slow down?
Look, he's talking.
Yourself in the head, you're not gonna get any of that shit.
Who says?
You're gonna. That's what it says in the book of happiness.
And the book of what?
The book of happiness and shit. The book of lies. That's
the last book of the Bible.
Oh,
yeah, the book of Bible. Yeah.
Big whale.
So the idea is in the Bible it says that you would not get to heaven if you commit suicide. Basically, what it is. Am I wrong or right?
Absolutely wrong.
I don't think so.
Wrong.
You would not get to heaven if you commit suicide.
I don't know if that's explicit in the Bible, but I mean,
Tom, we need you. We need a Bible. Oh, St. Thomas here, brilliant.
Motherfucker, St. Tommy in the house.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, St. Tommy. It was a pleasure to meet you earlier, sir.
Satan Tommy in the house.
Satan Tommy.
Ain't hard to figure out.
Why Satan Tommy? How you doing?
Hanging tight. Hanging tight.
On a Friday night, Tommy.
Why did you leave earlier?
I was ready to eat, and I acted out enough and pissed off enough people. You know, I sometimes do that.
Question. Question. Why did your voice pitch out when you interrogated St. Tommy? Where did your voice go from "what up, dude" to "what up, motherfucker"? That's cool. Yeah. Whenever the voice of anybody, not women and males included, you pitch out. You got like a crush on St. Tommy? Shit, St. Tommy.
Who don't?
It'll pass.
It's not you. It's not you.
It'll pass. It's okay.
But it's like, hey, St. Tommy.
We all got man crushes on St. Tommy.
Well, yeah.
I bet she was trying to be consoling. You know,
we all crossed on St. Tommy at times.
Yeah. Console an old bastard like me.
St. Tommy is presented us through Christ Jesus, correct, St. Tommy?
I channel Christ Jesus. What?
How can you not like it?
I'm going to be talking to you more,
That's
Tom.
Oh, that's Tommy. Sure is.
As if you don't. I'm sorry. What was that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jim. What was that? Have you got another accusation?
Hello.
Speak up. You got another accusation for me tonight, Jim?
No, sir. I never made an accusation.
Thank God, man. That hurt me, man. Last time I interacted with you. Hurt me.
Yeah, the one that where MK said that he felt like you were hitting on him.
What?
Well, no, the one where you laid implications out about some other vague.
Yeah, and you know, and that person gave me the okay to say, go ahead and tell you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fucking fuck yourself up, ain't you? Well, by all means, tell me what all that happened.
With him. Hang on a second. You want to get him in here?
Okay.
Wait,
motherfucker.
What?
Jim, you're gonna fuck yourself, man. You're gonna fuck yourself, dude. Don't do it.
Wait a minute. I haven't claimed anything. All I'm saying is what other people said to me. And I'm going to back it up, and they want to back it up. And I don't get that.
I thought you weren't through with me.
Listen, here's my problem. I felt like you duped me. I felt like you duped me. What you did to me was make me feel like you were wholly full of scripture, right?
Motherfucker, you were drunk as a goddamn skunk. How do you even remember it?
Dude, I remember a lot of things.
And you better watch your fucking mouth, man. You stand against me.
By the way,
you shut the fuck up for a minute.
Wait a
Before
minute.
you're
The same way you
ass.
are doing now. You tell me a lot of profanities. I'm trying to keep it calm and civil.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yes, but let me tell you, Jimmy, you come against me with your slander about sexual issues, and you'll regret it, bro. I'm telling you that, man.
Right. Okay, fine. You're right.
Yep. Now you have demonstrated into the role of prosecutor, and it is not good, dude. Watch out.
I know, but I felt like you duped me.
Okay, I want to understand that. How did I?
Are you a family man, first of all? Second of all,
Okay, wait a second. Tell me the punchline first. Don't draw out the evidence and put me on trial yet. How did I dupe you? Tell me how I duped you. You don't have to give the evidence that I duped you.
All the times I've met you before, you gave me an understanding that you have, like, there shouldn't be a thing about gay people. There shouldn't be a thing about transgender people. But then when two people that I've heard say you hit on them and they felt like you were hitting on them, I felt like, wait. Is Tommy using scripture to somehow legitimize his Christian attitude towards how, homosexuals are looked at? I mean, give me a break.
I want to understand what you're saying, and we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there,
what I'm
Jim.
saying is you make me uncomfortable on purpose. You try to go after them, and you feel like there's a little uncomfortableness with them. And so you go at them and use these, this connotations.
Well, okay. Now I've heard a string of observations. One, before we bring any style,
just call Stizo out and just bring him in here. Stizo's the other guy who's going to claim that you did the same thing that MK said, and to me, it all started. Remember, because I told you me and Bulldog went through this. Somebody fucking jumped in a room at end of MK's room. We think it's Matt Bell, according to you and me. We talked about this. And there was some.
No, whoa. I want to stick with you, Jim.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into all these other St. Tommy violations. I want to understand what I did to you. Where did I, early in this conversation, you said that I pulled something on you or something, or bulldogged you in some way, or not bulldogged, but I had somehow, I wish I could rewind the conversation.
You said you duped him.
Yeah, duped him somehow. And also you said that I somehow have an attitude towards people who see themselves as gay, which was something, or somehow.
To your advantage.
What do I do? Condemn them? Do I condemn them? Is that what you?
No, you come on to them. You
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so somehow people who see themselves as gay have felt hit on by me.
I don't know that. You can explain it to me, though.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Somehow human beings have felt hit on in a gay way by me. Come clean, man. Tell me the truth. I want to see the truth. Some people out there in our neighborhood have...
Look, invite Stizo in the room. He's
No, man. I want you to be truthful with me, Jim.
No, I'm only going by confirmation of other people.
I understand you'd rather bring in a prosecution witness, but I want to understand from you, sir, truthfully. Candidly. Now, you can sit there and dance.
You made me think that you were of a Christian mindset.
Thank you.
Yeah, and here's no, listen.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Because I thought you were a family man, correct?
I'm understanding now, Jim.
Are you a family man? Yes or no?
Sir, you're
yes or no? You can't answer the question. Are you a family man?
Sir, your question is untimely. I'll get to that. It's untimely, though, to get to that juncture.
Don't your lawyer attitude towards me. Please, if you can't answer that question.
Sir, this is not a trial, and I am not defending. You are not the prosecution. You are not the prosecution. We're just trying to understand something here. It's not about me, and it's not about you. It's about, things that have happened and how people have seen them. Now, I will get to your question. I want to. But I want to understand that this thing about a Christian attitude towards gay people. I want to understand that. Is it in your understanding that a person can't believe in Jesus if they have gay feelings? Is that your understanding?
No, my thing is you.
Okay, continue. What? Okay, is it your understanding that a person such as I is not allowed to have gay feelings?
I didn't say that.
Just a question, bro. It's just a question, Jim.
Yeah,
Don't
I answered.
Truthful, man. Hang with me, man. Hang with me.
You listen.
I want the truth from you, man. I want the
Where's
truth.
the duped come into? Where's the duped come in? I don't get it.
The thing.
Don't put him on trial for that yet.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
He's claiming that you asked him. You said, "Where did you dupe?"
I heard him. Yeah, I heard him. I heard him say
you said that.
I heard him clearly.
It made me feel like you were using sexuality as allowed in Christianity, and then I found out.
Oh, wait. Could you repeat that? You felt like that I was using sexuality in Christianity.
What happened?
Hello?
Yeah, Jim, repeat.
Yeah, so did I just hear you say that you felt like I was using sexuality in Christianity?
Sounds like it to me.
Could you F5?
He's got a lag. Just let him catch up.
Okay, sorry.
Just
the last thing I heard. Yeah, go ahead, Bunto. Take it up.
They're accusing you of trying to pick up MK?
Well, I think what I heard Jim say, first of all,
okay,
wait. My turn, Jim, to respond to Bunto. What I heard Jim say was that he felt like I was using Christianity for sexual exploits or interactions, or that I was using the truth in a way that was untruthful. Now, aside from the actual pickups, whether I actually wanted to have sex with whoever, that's what I'm hearing from Jim, is that he feels like that I've employed his understanding.
Why is it an issue? Either way, one way or the other.
Well, I know. Well, what business is it of mine what Jim believes about Christianity?
I just don't get it, Jim. What do you mean you'd get duped? But I don't get it. I think the problem's with you, not with St. Tommy.
Well, look, what Jim believes about sexuality and about Christianity and about me is in some ways none of my business. But I'm asking, and he brought it up. Did he rage quit?
That's like me trying to use NASA to pick up Patrick Fester, right?
Well, maybe, yeah, to clarify his charge. But what's even more to the point is that Jim feels like that I have used Christianity, his idea of Christianity, for my own untruthfully, for my own, or maybe that Christianity is anti-gay in Jim's mind, and that I am untruthfully, hell no Christianity. Well, I don't know Christianity. I'm scared of that shit. Whatever that is.
Or Book of Romans, I believe.
Look, if you want to go to verse, I'll do that. But Christianity is just a phantom. It has a very bad reputation. People believe in Christianity. They don't even believe in Jesus.
When you say very bad, you're giving it credit.
Could you hold, please? I'll carry on with your inquisition shortly, Jim.
Thou shalt not sleep with a man as a woman, right?
What's the Bible's, what scriptures take on women sleeping with other women? Can I get?
I don't think they even worried about it, man.
Verse, please, on that one.
They didn't worry about it. But in Romans, they said, "Thou shalt not."
Do you know the Bible?
Yeah, I wrote it. They say in Romans, "Don't sleep with don't sleep with a man as a woman."
Yeah, I know. Everybody knows.
No, that one's the Leviticus one. The one in Romans it talks about both.
So how does it work with the women? What's not allowed?
Women? Progressive.
Well, it says something about unnatural. Though it gives them over to a spirit, to unnatural lusts and stuff. They infer the homosexuality out of that, but it says it gives them over to. They'll be given over to.
Damn unnatural woman.
Yeah, right. They just infer they insert what they want into unnatural. Whatever.
Why is everything sexuality?
Well, that's the thing. That's pretty much why I came in. Like using sexuality about Christianity, whatever. The whole thing is about I mean, there's a huge amount of the way that Christianity is practiced today is about sexual repression. So, guess what? They're a little obsessed with it to begin with.
France doesn't really have much Christianity going in there, and French seem to know how to practice their sexuality quite, comfortably.
Well, American. I should caveat that. America's all fucked up.
Yeah, Trump. Okay, look. Okay, so MK is like.
It was like a 2-minute thing. It was a big deal. For some reason, Jim latched onto it. And MK was not disturbed. Jim seemed to be more disturbed than anybody. I don't know what was going on, but I was there for that. In case.
I think there's a lot to say about the way that human mentality works around the Bible shit. And I do mean shit. When we pick and choose, like in 2016, we pick and choose what seems to be most appropriate from the Bible. We don't take so much kindly to the Old Testament. We take just a little bit kindly to the New Testament, but not all of it. We tend to pick and choose what's cool and stuff. And I think that is just a definition of what morality in human beings trumps morality in the Bible.
Well, I mean, of course it does, because I mean, the Bible, the Judaic spiritual, the Judaic spiritual tradition or mythos is one among many, and they're all human explanations, or they're all human stories about the ways to live together. None of them are great.
You should change your thing because it's hypnotizing me.
I didn't know you could score with it though.
My eyes be rolling around.
Just follow the snake, go around and around.
Truly, it's fucking with my brain.
Okay then. I'm gonna take off, you guys. Have a great night.
Thanks for coming in.
How about the Cubs, Ken? Or not?
Yeah, I think the Bible and Christianity is great. What do you think, Sip?
I think evolution Dawkins. How you doing?
That's cool, Sip.
Hey.
Like I was saying, there's a lot of shit going around the Bible, but most of it we tend to fend off on a human basis of morality and such, that humans seem to have a higher level of morality, or a more basically a more.
Are you kidding? Have you seen what humans do to other humans?
Or more recent, a more recent version of morality that we tend to give away these things about eating shrimp. You were talking shit about just a second ago about the way we deal with it, but we deal with it, and when we do decide that it's shit not eating shrimp, right?
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Probably,
shellfish. You can't eat shellfish.
MK moderator, please. I am a troll. I am Saint Troll. I am seen as if I am demon possessed.
All right, enough.
I do not work for the Lord Jesus Christ. I am not indwelt with the Spirit of God in Darwin's deity's eyes.
Saint Tommy,
he has perfect vision from God. Every feeling he has is infallible. The Pope.
Yes, we know. He's told us.
Every accusation he makes is as if God himself makes it.
That's right. He's told us. We know all about that.
I am not
you interrupted Cyprian.
Excuse me, Ian. You're not going to moderate this room. I'm not trying to deprogram or help my brother in Christ, Darwin's deity. I am not trying to get in Darwin's deity's pants. I am pro-Darwin. St. Tommy has spoken.
That's not necessarily true if the Christian God is true. Correct?
Moderator, these people are trolling, EM. They're video trolling. Oh my God, I'm going to have a gasket. I'm going to blow a gasket. I'm going to, oh God.
Go grab a beer, St. Tommy. Oh, he just left?
Really?
Well, that's quite the quite the performance, I tell you.
So whatever. What I said, what I was saying previously was that human intellect has preceded, in my mind, and as far as anybody could see this, that we preceded the help me out with the M word, shit.
Modernity. Just make up a word.
Modernity. I don't know.
Not modernity. With the fuck me, whatever. Go on.
Oh, we can't go with whatever because then we don't know what to do.
It's the M word. It's to deal with morality. God damn it. Thank you. Morality. God, it's true though. Think about it. We have the Bible over here, and we have people over here, and we've always done this with shrimp and shit. We don't care about that, but motherfucking gay people, we care a lot about that shit. It's always to do with the morality of human beings. What we feel like it's more endeared into us, or more, ingrained into us by the government, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, don't worry, Sip. Jews are weird that way.
But the thing is, we do judge and only pick and choose things from the Bible that we like. The things that we don't like, we put our morality against them and shit. We ignore them. And that's only because we have a higher morality than the Bible. Like, for example, putting somebody to be stoned to death for eating shrimp.
Different threads, wearing different threads.
No, it's said in the Bible you should stone people to death for eating shrimp. Yeah, well, we know better. We know better, and we do better, and we choose better, and we choose to ignore these motherfucking passages from the Bible. We do that shit all the time. We do ignore these fucked up ideas that God apparently. Yes, I said God. That's what it is. It's the Bible. That's the word of God. But we ignore that shit. I mean, not me. I ignore all the Bible because the Bible is fucked up. But most Christians, they go into church and they have like a stream barbecue kind of party and shit. Dude, what the fuck is that all about?
Orgy.
How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna preach the word of the Bible that's saint and sacred and shit? And at the same time, you don't gotta abide by the law of the Bible. So you're preaching it to be saint and sacrimony or whatever the shit is.
Sanctimonious.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because the law of the people. It's not about the people. It's about the time in the history of the planet. Basically, the society, the history in the time in the history of humanity.
Do you think
we've gone from
humanity is
to different levels?
Do you think humanity is teeter-tottering right now on whether Trump or Hillary wins?
Oh, fuck.
I didn't get that complete.
Well, humanity, there seems to be I'd say that we're teeter-tottering. I'd say if Hillary wins, the world goes to shit, and if Trump wins, the world goes, everything's golden, yeah.
Oh, God. I think Amy's having a hangout.
She is, actually. Why don't you go there?
All right, but I wanted to see what the gay thing was, man. What was the gay thing?
Well, he's not here anymore, so I don't know.
Well, didn't Barrick know? Let's go, Jim. What's the gay thing?
I'll try to do some gay things. I don't know. If you like, I'll try to do some gay
He like triggered Tommy, and then
yeah, but he's still in the outside chat. If you want to go there and have a few words with him, but he's not in Amius anyway. So
from my experience,
he might be, but
gay people are the best people to party with. I mean, I had some party with gay people. You couldn't imagine the pussy drop shit. She's I mean,
you grab it by the pussy?
Nah. I come from.
Let me see if I can get the women back in here. Hold on, I'll be back.
Get who back in?
But true story, bro. I mean, partying with gay people is that just probably like a lucky strike of whatever, lucky stroke. I don't know what it was, but I partied with gay people in Tenerife when I used to live in Tenerife for a half a year, and after a while, they were piling up the gays, some gay people just piling up on the club because it was, it was
the same hang.
It was cool, and we went. I went with the gay guys, 3 gay guys, awesome guys, just awesome guys. And the thing was, because of the thing they were like, they would trim their shit and trim the hedges or whatever the thing they did. Bitches just be flocking around the pile, right? And they would usually just say, "Shit, I don't swing that way," but there's Cyprian, he goes that way, man. I mean, shit, yeah. It was just like free pussy. God damn.
Hey, have you guys seen Darwin's Greatest Hit?
Not lately.
Oh, there's a really good one that was done recently where Darwin's tried to create a hangout through Skype, where he would broadcast his Skype call from broadcast that onto YouTube.
Yeah.
And so he had a join link to the Skype call, and he didn't understand that if you remove somebody from the call, they can just click on the link and rejoin the call.
Right.
So he couldn't keep the undesirables out of a call. It's just hilarious.
Who are you calling undesirables?
Well,
you racist motherfucker. I'm kidding.
There you go.
I'm kidding, of course, but you racist motherfucker. The undesirables, shit.
I'll be
How do you know where Dawkins is going to be at any particular
people
time?
inform me when they see him.
Fuck, it's like within 30 seconds. No, this time it was within 5 minutes or whatever, but still.
Yeah.
Hold up, St. Tommy in the house.
St. Tommy's in because St. Tommy sent Jack in as a kind of guerrilla scout.
I couldn't stand being condemned by more than one person at a time, more than one lovely person at a time. Now, right now, Jim, our neighbor, Jim Barrick, is on me hard. And when Darwin's came in, I couldn't bear it, man. I can't bear to deal with one lovely rascal at a time.
Well, Darwin's is gone.
Who was that left?
Darwin's.
Oh, yeah, I know. Thank God is all I can say. I can't deal with him right now. I'm dealing with Jim, Jim is crystallized into something, some type of negative vision on me.
We don't know what Jim's position is yet.
Oh, well, we don't. Okay. Well, Sydney.
This is doggy style.
We don't know what his position is. Shall we solicit it?
No.
Maybe he's grown out of it. Maybe he's grown out of it, Sydney.
If Jim wishes to proffer it, then we'll listen. If not,
well,
we'll
look,
carry
if
on
you're
to
going to
something else.
fucking promote Jim's little inquisition of me, at least know what you're doing, Sydney.
I'm not
Know
promoting
what you're
it.
doing,
I'm saying
bro.
let's just move on.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Because he's obviously done with it himself, and that's why he's on mute.
Amen. Well, I don't mean to be terse with you or disrespectful, sir. I don't mean, but
well, I don't mean
Jim,
to move on and change the subject, but we do.
Yeah, like I said, there was water under the bridge way a long time ago for me.
Right.
Thank God. Good, Jim. Thank you.
So
let us
everybody repeat after me: President Donald J. Trump.
Good God.
I love it. It's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, shit.
Let us consider the matter closed then. I just want to say one last thing to Jim. Let us consider the matter closed. Amen.
Yeah.
Water way under the bridge.
Sir,
hey, thank you.
I already did that, but you brought it up. I never wanted to
Okay.
Well, my mistake. My mistake. My mistakes
So,
are. Moving right along. Donald J. Trump.
Trump.
Donald. Yeah.
What was the K thing?
Well,
so
maybe
Bunter, you might as well go straight to a penitentiary, the nearest one to you, if Donald Trump becomes president, right?
Donald Trump
God damn.
will not become president.
It's a landslide.
What would he be, like a dictator?
Me and Buto got $1 on it.
Okay, I got $1 coming to me Wednesday.
Sydney, what did I miss? EF was in here. What did I miss?
No, he didn't really get started because Jack came in and
said he's coming out of the closet.
Away.
Darwin came in.
Darwin didn't say anything. He was here, but he didn't get a chance to say anything.
Okay, so Jack came in, watched him, and then
Jack came in and started telling us about him, and he just left.
Is Darwin Jack? Am I missing something? Is Darwin?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Jack.
No, Jack goes where Darwin goes and tells everybody what Darwin's all about. It's actually
I see. Is Jack one of the Power Ranger people or something?
No, not at all.
Is Jack Darwin's buddy?
Yeah, wait. Jack is Paul Talk. Yes.
Oh, okay. So Jack is like one of those honorary legendary stalker people or something.
Come on, you should know this.
I don't know, Jim. It's a real inquiry.
Okay, yes, Jack is on
okay, thank you. Sorry.
My God.
Sorry. I'm slow about that. I'm slow like that. Now the fellow that just left, I like him. He's not one of Darwin's buddies. He's like one of Darwin. He's not one of Darwin's buddies, is he? Compadres. Never mind. I'll ask him the next time.
Is he like Brojo?
Hello, like Brojo? Is Brojo with Darwin? I thought Brojo and Veckel were like-minded.
They're teaming up, man.
I don't think Veckel's like-minded with anybody other than G-Man. And Arcane, those three.
Oh, God.
That's kind of sweet, isn't it? I'm glad they've got each other. That's good. At least
they've got each other, right?
Man, I'll tell you, man, we all need buds, Darwin needs buds. I need buddies. Veckel needs buddies. Even Brojo needs buddies. We all need buddies that have good vision of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, who is my favorite Romanian? I'll give you one guess. Just one,
In the house, on the phone.
That's right. In the house. High five, baby.
Why would he be your favorite Romanian? When
I can't help it. I hate to rate.
Be at least, 25,000 Romanians in the country?
You got Benny, Julian.
Population of Romania?
Yeah.
18 million.
18 million, okay.
Oh, it used to be 22 million, but a lot of those bitches went abroad.
No, they
put out.
Wait. Used to be. No, the problem was they put a big, sexy advertisement down in Main Square of Cyprian in his underwear, and that just did it. They cut off like 4 mil.
Shit, what can I say? That's legit. My underwear is like 18 million motherfuckers.
Yeah, cut him off right there.
If Cyprian was spotted in his underwear at the town square, the population would spike in that town.
And you can do that.
9 months later.
Fertility god.
I bet Bunto.
Fertility god.
This guy.
Saint Tommy. I'm not God. Go ahead.
I bet.
That was
the Romanian guy, the other guy.
That was one of the most glorious new moons I've seen in quite some time.
You should go outside a lot.
19th century.
Last night, though, man, there was a crescent moon with a big star right beside the moon, little sliver of a moon.
Power to the people, man.
Amen. Amen.
I'm gonna go check out Amy's hang. Be back.
Cool. Tell her thanks.
Inshallah, cabron. What you mean, amen, inshallah?
Are we being deserted in droves?
It's me. Just open a window. The funk will drift out the window. It'll be all right.
Shit, could be my asshole stinking out the place.
Oh, was it your stinking ass?
Could have been that shit. Could have been it. Yeah, I know.
Man,
I know.
I charge for that shit, Cyprian. If I brandish my fucking butt, man, I want some profit. You know?
Wait, $5 a piece, shit.
Hell yeah, $5, man.
It's $5 a piece. God,
it was glorious, though. It was glorious.